Welcome, travelers, to another installment of Atarik's Crew. It is I, the Teller, and I am here, as always, to tell you a tale. Thus far, our tale has followed the travels and travails of one of the units of Atarik's crew, whom we have followed on many adventures. So far, we have followed them to northern touchies, over the high seas and out the wrong end of a dragon turtle. They have tamed inebriated kobolds, established new religions, attended fancy turned frightening parties, and have even protected the governor of Gravisport on land and water. Recently, we have traveled with the crew to the far south while making a few friends along the way. But upon arrival in Newwall, most of our crew have a few reunions. Klesh is briefly reunited with their father figure, the Drow Thamrone, while Hazel's stepfather appears and warns the group that Polly's mother is none too far behind. And after reconnecting with a fellow crew member, Leaf, we stumble upon Jin Tiram's parents, and we learn that Jin has actually been masquerading as their deceased twin. Jin's real name is Rip Tiram. But not long after that emotional reveal, Jin, or Rip, decides to engage themselves in a quick round at a local fight club. The evening seems to be passing by, but our heroes have far too much energy to call it a night just yet. What awaits them in the morning? Only time will tell. And that, dear travelers, is where our story begins today. So without further ado, please, travel on.
Hey, all right.
We're live.
Yeah, because that's how this works. Because we start things and then we have only a certain amount of time until it happens. Welcome to Atarik's Crew, the Dicening on Front Chill, where I'm never ready, no matter how much prep I do, and we just do it live, and we continue to improve and or not, and whatever. We're here. It was great.
We are wonderful.
I would love to introduce these wonderful people who endure it. Moving around the boxes you can see to the side, because I don't know if you see it left or right, because my brain can't
just call them out.
Retain anything.
You're pointing the right way, Tony.
Oh, good.
I'm watching.
Who's this incredibly green person?
That's me. It's there, I promise. Hi, I am Lisa. You can also find me on social media as Violet November, the first O in Violet being a 0. I will be playing a Verdan fighter named Klesh, who is, as always, just happy to be here.
Excellent. Moving around the boxes. Who's this? Being a sturdy base below myself and the person next to me.
That wasn't
Sam.
How is she a base? A base.
Under you guys.
A base, not like a base.
I didn't want her to be. I didn't want to be like, oh, she's under us. She's below us, beneath us even.
Okay.
No, she's
like
supporting us.
You said base.
On the Google, I'm below you, but
so
on the stream, she's below you.
I don't care.
So...
B-A-S-E. I love you, Nate. B-A-S-E, not B-A-S-S. She's not a large fish to be noodled out of a stream.
But I am all about that base.
Yeah. Who are you with about that base, etc.?
I'm Sam. You can find me at Sammy Cakes, cake spelled with an 8, on Instagram. I play Jin Tiram, also known as Rip Tiram, as we just found out in the last episode. His backstory was ripped apart. Ripped. Haha. He is a Triton monk. He is a twin, or was a twin, at least. But yeah. He's having a blast.
Do we have to make a TikTok now?
No.
Lisa.
No,
she knows the one I'm talking about.
Wait, Wait, which one? What?
We're getting Rip Term tonight. R.I.P. that.
Hey.
What up, chat? All right. See, yeah, it's gonna be in your head all night. You're welcome. Also, Thundercat. Remember to listen to it after this because that's what's up.
Yeah.
Moving along. Who is the sturdy individual holding it down in the corner? You, Nate. Who are you? What are you doing?
Hello, my name is Nathaniel. I am playing a Tabaxi druid goes by the name of Leaf. And I'm on the internet. It's not hard to find me. You just search. It's easy.
Nice.
I promise. If you look, it's there.
Nice. And who are you and what are you doing in my house?
Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
Well, we share the rent, so I guess it's our house. So get on in
His
there.
name is first on the
question.
paperwork.
Only because it's alphabetical.
Are you gonna let me talk? Thanks. I'm JC. You can find me as Amy. It's you on the internet. And I'm playing Karvis.
Excellent. Who am I?
And what is Karvis? Sorry.
Oh,
For the uninclined.
Karvis is a tiefling warlock.
One day, the Twitch will be correct.
Chickenfoot coven.
And
I
there
had
will
to
be
ask because I was not entirely sure.
there will be a D&D Beyond integration on the stream, and it'll be great, but not today.
Awesome.
Right now you can look at whoever's on our Witchlight game. Who am I having a minor meltdown live on the internet? I'm Tony. I go by Hatter, H4773R, or just H47 on Twitter. Check me out. I posted about D&D the other night. We had advantage because of a corn dog. I play games.
I thought it was terrible.
It was fantastic. Oh my god. But otherwise, thank you to you for being here on screen, in chat, on YouTube later, watching this back, but also to the founders of the feast, we give thanks. Yev, Nomad, Doomsayer, and BACKBLAZE for keeping this whole thing rolling, whether they realize it or not, because some don't. So, without further ado, I'm going to give up on trying to update this Twitch stream and get us straight into the game. So, Leaf, you have decided that you're going to make some extra money on the side to save Annie M from losing her house. And you're down.
Also, I'm just sad, and I wanted to fight a little bit.
Yeah, nothing like an emo boy.
Yeah, you know.
What is wrong with everyone who needs to take out their sadness and beating themselves up?
It's almost like some of them lost parents, and some of you didn't.
Some of your parents show up, and some of them don't. So
They're dead.
I'm not even sure that Klesh ever had parents, so
I
For
know.
all we know, they were born from an egg.
Really?
They were just we don't know.
I know.
That's the weird thing about Verdan is, I mean, like,
Oh,
well,
that's
I
right.
know, but like,
Right.
the idea is no one knows where the Verdan actually come from. So I never knew my father or anything.
And
That's why I like that drow. He's
I'm
the
thinking
closest
about
thing to a father I have.
all right, the you look kind of like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z. So what
Yeah.
Verdan looks like, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like
No antennae.
Well,
you can
they
but you
either
can bridge the gap.
they're
Like, you
either
That's
they're either cuter, less. They're either like cuter, less belligerent goblins, typically.
Yeah.
Or they can sprout to Piccolo-like dimensions.
Oh no, we lost Sam.
And there it goes.
Oh no.
All right, we're gonna do a podcast for just a second.
Oh.
Be vocal chat for just a second.
Yeah, no, it's cool. This is we've had this happen several times
I
because
know.
these are the glories.
It's actually really fun because like the way the videos went around, it split JC and Tony,
Oh,
but like on opposite sides.
so funny.
Yeah, some of these boxes make sense, and some of them don't. It's
Okay.
great. All right, so we'll see when Sam comes back.
And meanwhile, why don't we talk about?
Because Nate is here and
Yeah.
it's his combat,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Jin can miss it. It's fine.
Okay.
Oh
Because it's.
yeah, because everyone shifted around. Yeah.
Okay.
So Nate. Oh, she's okay.
Yeah, I haven't gotten any. Yeah,
Okay.
keep going. Go, go, go.
Leaf, you're down in the pit. We all fell into the pit because we all love Parks and Rec. And
We do.
you're down in there, and there's some slight chanting of something. It's not quite intelligible while you're in the pit, but it becomes apparent as this large, muscular, shirtless human comes walking out of the opposite cage, the opposite gate, and you hear that they're chanting "BoneSAW." And as he steps into the ring, his boots thumping into the dirt, he holds out his hands. He's damp, sweaty. He's like oily. It's kind of gross. Everyone goes silent, and he goes, "BoneSAW is ready."
Oh, God.
Good luck.
And so what? Okay. All right.
Can you remind me how big is the the area inside of here? Like the cage?
It's like 60 feet. 60 feet
60?
diameter. That's what I'm gonna go with.
I'm a pounce on this fucker. It's gonna be great.
All right. So go ahead and roll initiative.
Also for
I am not jumping in
question, I
there and
guess,
saving
yeah.
you.
yeah. No, I don't need it.
Well, I don't know it's you. Unless I know.
I
it's
know,
you.
but that's what I'm about to say. Is
Yeah.
you don't know it's me, but you do notice that
You're gone.
that's a 14. So like when we walked in, there was a lion, and in my thoughts of my character right now, like so I'm at the back seat and there's a certain coat pattern, but like it sort of matches the. You can notice if. Does that make sense? Where it's
Love it.
like not super outwardly, but like
Sounds adorable. Like like what's that dog breed that's like known for fighting Tasmanian devils? It has like the stripy tiger breed. That might be wrong, but
The dingo? I don't know.
They're a breed of dog, and they have like nice, beautiful, like red auburn, stripy patterns that almost look like tiger. But they're typically very subtle. That's what I imagine Leaf looks like. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Dog that fights,
What?
what do they fight again?
What up, chat? Active up in there. Love it. Thanks for joining, guys. Beautiful, beautiful.
Tasmanian. Oh, it might be Tasmanian tiger.
Is that what it is? Yeah, because I'm like, there's a beast.
But yeah, so like definitely look like a lion, you know, the mane and stuff.
Until
but
we get
my
a
sort of
video
coat
back, yeah.
is poking through.
Yeah, no,
Or it's
great.
not, but, yeah.
Sorry, people are trying to communicate to me, and I'm like, I'm trying to run this combat.
All good.
So yeah, with the 14 initiative, you get the sense. Yeah, no, with 14 initiative, I have your initiative order, and you're gonna pounce on him, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah. So if I with a 10-foot running, well, as long as if I move at least 20 feet straight toward a creature,
Mm-hmm.
and assuming that I hit, he has to save. So it's only DC 13, but still.
All right.
You have to do that at work and at home.
You okay?
Lions aren't that strong.
Welcome back,
It's
Sam.
okay.
Thank you.
They're only
Sorry about that,
CR1,
everyone.
but This guy's
Okay.
a bone crusher, but also
I mean,
when it comes to
his name is Bone Crusher.
BoneSAW.
Or BoneSAw.
BoneSAW.
He's going to saw your bones in half, Lee. I hope
And
you
he
don't
can
have
try.
a lot of them.
And make bread from the bone dust?
He can try.
All right, so you get your running start, and you're
I
jumping.
can also leap 25 feet, yeah.
All right. So you're gonna pounce and just make an attack, like you're just gonna go for some
I mean,
damage.
I'm gonna try to claw. I got a claw and a bite. So
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna try to claw. I'm gonna try to claw him.
All right.
And then, assuming if I hit with the claw, that's when he has a DC 13 strength set, or he's like knocked prone. Because we would want to claw before we bite, just in case we do win. Because sometimes we do win.
We're back. Hey, what's up?
What up?
I was distracted through the part about the strength check.
Oh yeah.
What was that part?
If I hit with the claw, that's what the pounce is. As long as I move 20 feet beforehand. So that's why I want to claw first.
Tight. All right, get that claw. Let's see if we get that grapple.
Yeah. Roll to everyone. And this is with this says +5, so that's a 15.
So as you come down, he's ready for you. And you notice that he jukes just a little, and you don't manage to get that claw in.
And I'm gonna try to bite him too.
Sure, go ahead and try and make that bite.
That's not gonna hit either.
All right, well, you guys dance momentarily as you feel his arms try to get around you, but there's less cat than there is what he's normally used to wrestling, and so you kind of just fall through as you snap at him, and he kind of counter pivots in a fighter's crouch as you come prowling around, because he had a prepared action. So now we go back to the top of the order. And he's gonna lunge at you because he has higher initiative.
Oh no.
And I'm guessing a 12 doesn't hit.
12's actually what you need.
You only have a 12?
Dog, it's CR1.
You don't have any leather?
Lines are...
You don't have any leather?
I don't get dog. I don't get
dex?
those bonuses when I'm when I.
No, you should.
I become them, dog. Like
Great.
I
all right.
Them.
I will
Was this
absolutely.
because you're a lion?
I'm pretty. Yeah. Like I take whatever.
I don't.
A lion's AC is 12.
Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
Yeah, if he
you.
transforms into a lion, his AC is whatever the creature's AC is.
What?
Yeah. Like I don't keep my armor on. I become like what they are.
Well,
Just like if he dies as a lion, say a lion
When
has
I go
like
to 0, I go back to my person.
well.
yeah, so yeah, when you go to 0, but say a lion has 10 hit points, you'll still be down 10 hit points when you come back to life. Or come back to being a person, I'm pretty sure.
No. It's a completely separate like hit pool.
Okay.
Correct, chat. Not dog, cat, but Nate loves to say dog. It's like
we can't take the dog in a Nate.
it's like friend. It's like love. It's like dude. I'm here for it. So embrace the dog.
I say dog. I say dog. DAWG a lot. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's punctuation for him. So love it. Learn
Can
it.
I cast Thaumaturgy? Well, after he jumps in there to basically be like, do the booming voice and basically be like, go Leaf!
Sure.
Okay.
It's drowned in the rest. Well, you don't know it's Leaf.
You don't know it's Leaf.
Or make an insight. Make an insight check. See if you can figure it out from the pattern.
Yeah.
So either way,
Klesh is trying to climb back into that
It's a 12.
that tankard of ale. Like, why are we here?
I'll give it to you. You're
Why
like,
am I a part of this.
I recognize that cute little heart
marley
shape. I
pattern?
recognize his cutie mark.
So,
you can't trick me.
So I can do this. This is 3 times as loud as normal. That's
Yeah, well,
pretty
there's a
loud.
bunch of other people in this room, and some of them might also have thaumaturgy.
Going.
Yeah, because if I'm letting y'all cast spells like everybody's business, why ain't nobody else casting spells?
Rude.
It's not about you. You're not the main characters. Anyway,
We all don't have main character syndrome. It's fine.
the camera slowly pans to Bane, and then pans back, and he like one doggy eyebrow, wink, and then it pans back to Leaf. Okay, what are you showing us, dog?
How much do I take?
Oh,
How
you're
much do I
looking.
take?
Oh, you're reading up. Okay.
I'm just reading. Yeah,
So,
I was just reading. Sorry.
He grabs you and he puts you in a headlock. Make me a strength check.
I know, right? Like I have like.
That's a nat 20.
Oh!
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so that's 23 with a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
He tries to get in there, and he's not used to this body shape. It's a Nate 20. Oh. I got there before chat, so ha. And
That could just be what we call him, Natty 20, because I already gave him the nickname Natty Ice. So
I'm
There you
sure.
go. There you go.
I've drank too many of those because my friend thought it was. For
he's
some reason,
from
he
the
liked Matt.
Midwest.
He liked Matt Ryan for some reason because that's like what people in the Midwest look up to Matt Ryan for some stupid reason. He went to Boston College and played for Atlanta, but it was my friend's favorite, and his
Sure.
nickname was Matty Ice, and so he would always buy a bunch of natural ices that were exceedingly cheap and gave them out. So I had a ton of them.
I one day dream of icing somebody where you hand them Smirnoff Ice and then have to take a knee and chug it. But we'll see. To play
Can we
that
do that
game,
at the aquarium next time?
no, because
No,
once
Tony,
I start-
just put one in the back of your car.
When
and
I
Sam
start-
will find it.
when I start doing it to people, then I am then a target. So like I've been avoiding
That's
it.
true.
So
That's true.
That's
And-
true.
Right, fair.
and
Tip for tat dog.
we talked about this exactly. Yeah. All right. So you feel those sweaty, gross, damp arms. Although there's a hint of something. You're like, oh, maybe it is oil because it's actually not that bad. You know, with the cat-like nostrils, you're getting all the aromas.
Nice.
And you're like, oh, but you feel the arms get around you, but your feline dimensions are just too weird for him. You manage to like twist that articulating spine just right that you kind of buck him off like a fucking bronco. And he snaps back, and you almost snap him in the face, just trying to whip out from him. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
you're back again, squared up. What do you do?
Claw. And pow.
Round to attack.
7.
7?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're
All
gonna-
right, you got another one? Hold the
Yeah,
attack.
yeah, we got the bite. Hold
Is it
on.
like Fists of Fury? You're like
One yeah, one ah.
that. Don't do it.
Ah, no.
No.
Okay.
No.
That
I'm gonna tell
is
Bella what you're
a
doing.
16 this
Where
time,
do you
plus
think
5?
I got it?
16?
16 to hit?
Yes.
16 hits. Roll damage off that nibble.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's good enough because the 15 didn't, so that's good.
Do a
and the
chomp.
bite's bigger, so that's a D8 plus 3.
Yeah.
When we're
That's
fighting big
that's
bosses,
8
those
total
numbers are good to find out.
with the bite.
Was it what total?
8 total.
Total? Okay. You take a big old chunk out of his
Ooh.
thigh. You're like, Gah!
Ah.
And he's like, ow! Oh, that actually
Yeah.
hurts, dog. Sorry, I channeled you for a second.
I kind of meow back. Like it's a roar, but I say sorry. I'm trying to say.
Well, you roar at him, and he's like,
Sorry.
oh, okay, it's gonna be like that. I
Yeah,
see. All right.
But I say sorry. Sorry.
Roar. Yeah.
No.
He doesn't understand cat.
Yeah, I know.
It's great.
No one.
Just like oh.
No, he's like it's like the MGM lion,
Oh.
and you're like, do you call my mom fat?
But also with the tabaxi like back end of
Yeah.
the MGF line.
Love it. All right.
Yeah. But my hair's short, so like you can't really, it's not super long, so it's not super noticeable. But like you're like,
So he gets in
He's
there.
he's not a hypoallergenic cat.
He makes like a low grab towards your paw, but you don't realize that's a feint, and he comes in over the top again, and like gets around you. Make me a strength check.
good luck. Come on. Plus, I'm strong.
Oh.
I'm so much stronger as a lion than I am as Leaf.
Yeah.
Because that's a 17.
Oh, so you're like, haha, yeah, right. I am muscle incarnate, but you're like,
'Cause he-
oh
he
god,
grabs me.
yeah.
he
He gets that other hand under there, and he
Yeah, he
just
does.
bombs you into the ground, and you're like,
Sure.
this was not supposed to go like this.
Yeah,
I saw my choices differently.
That's right.
yeah. It's the dog when like the shocked face for a second.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
accurate for life.
So he thumps you for a good 6 damage.
That doesn't even hurt.
As he drops you into the ground. So it's your turn. Would you like to make another straight check to break the grapple?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that.
Jin would like to do something in the middle of this fight, we can do it after the fight has ended. But let's say that like he did something in the middle of all this happening.
What did Jin do?
He wanted to roll twin sight to see. He was reflecting after getting all his anger out, right after the fight, and you know, just thought about what his mother said about feels like his brother's still around, so he wants to roll twin sight.
Oh yes, insight, but for twins.
Yes.
Got it. I know of other things, but for twins. This one I just intuited. All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll twin sight and hang on to that number. Hold it close.
Yes.
Or
just
even
hold on to it.
Or even drop it in chat if you want to make it a cool engagement opportunity for the Twitch.
Damn, Jin.
What are you looking at on the internet? Distracting me. All right.
11.
Here.
Where?
11 strength check?
Is what I got. Yeah.
JC's over here scrolling next to me like.
Oh, rude. Way to call.
Well, you know, it's like when people are staring at their phone at the table. You're like, hey, what are you looking at? You know, I don't. Come on.
Your wife staring at titties on the
I'm
internet.
sorry. I mean, high five.
Right?
So, with the 11, oh no, Leaf, this is bad. Someone must work at the vet or something because he's figured it out.
Is he got him by like the scruff?
Yeah.
And Leaf is just like, oh no.
So, do you have anything else you can do while you're being grappled, like something
Hold
with
on.
a verbal?
It's early, dog. Easy. I can't talk either because I'm a person. I can still heal myself, and we got things to do.
All right,
It's
well,
early. I've taken 6 damage. I got 26, and honestly, after he kills me and revealed that I'm Leaf, I'm just gonna turn into a bear and like maul the fuck out of this dude. So it's fine. Because like, you know, we got more tricks, or I'll just call the power of the moon on him right here, and they'll just burn him to death. Like we can.
You pull up your
You
little
take it-
tiara and you're like, in the name of the moon, I fucking got you.
Right, and a moonbeam just streams down and
actually, Leaf,
pick your poison.
make me an int check, straight int.
That's a 12 plus my intelligence is plus 1, 13.
Okay. You remember from signing the waiver, and some of the larger text says if you are on the mat for more than several seconds, that's considered a win. Because basically it's a timeout. So if he keeps you there for another 2 rounds, it's not going to matter.
Well, that's like 18 seconds, so I got time.
Tap, tap, you win. 2 rounds is 12 seconds, bro beans.
Well, you know, a
I
round
said
of
2
combat.
more, so I've already
A round of
been on
combat
my back
at
door.
max is 6 seconds, but can be as little as a moment. So,
Oh, true. Right. A struggle, and then I don't get it is a round, so it makes
Yeah.
sense.
so you have anything else for you this turn?
No, not yet.
Okay, you're
Not
gonna
yet.
prepare an action, maybe.
I'm getting held right now.
Okay,
I'm,
no, it's fine.
I'm
We're not
thinking
going
about-
in there.
All right, so his turn comes around.
I'm thinking about it.
Make
Yeah.
another strength check to try and break
Yeah.
the grapple.
Yeah. Actually, let's do this on the computer so that people can see.
I don't know if they
Please.
can see. Can they see it?
Yeah.
We can see. Yeah, I can see.
it.
Oh.
That's an 8.
Okay, yeah. You're like eh, and he's like, oh no, it's bath time, kitty. No, it's
Okay.
which is
Yeah,
what, no,
and
Why does it
and
say
so it's
custom?
back to me now, right? And if
Well,
I
no.
Hold on.
miss,
Wait, Nate.
I lose,
You
or do I
didn't add your
lose now?
strength to that, it looks like. It just says you rolled
Yeah,
a
I said 8. It's plus 3.
Okay.
the
I'm like,
lion.
well, hold on.
So it's
Well,
8.
because if it's a match strength check, if he rolls lower than that, right?
I don't think so. I think I have to go over.
you rolled higher.
Yeah, so just in case.
But so it's back to me. So
No, it's
and
not.
Now I can.
This was so that
Huh?
I'm giving you a chance to break out on your turn
Oh.
because he's still
Oh.
controlling the
Oh,
grapple
then I
while
lose.
manipulating.
That's sad.
Yeah.
That's fine. I was going to turn out of being a thing on my turn when it gets back to me, but if I just lose, that's fine.
So
Take my money.
So with this, he cranks down a little more, popping one of your joints, and
Sure.
Ow.
they call him BoneSAW. All right, and you take 10 damage.
Sure.
All right.
I'll pretend to write that down.
So
Can I?
16 damage total.
Are you who are Klesh?
Yeah, relatively.
Lisa went mute.
Anyway, so
Yep.
Leaf,
Clutch
make
is
me
near you.
another strength check to try and break the grapple.
Just trying to be
No,
like.
and I don't know what actually happens if I turn into a human, right, or Tabaxi right now. If he's holding me like this,
It'll be awkward.
Like weird dislocated
Yeah,
shoulder while
because
you're
he goes
tabaxi.
from because I'm large right now. Can he actually hold a large piece?
I mean, he's rolled high enough for the grapple that it works. It's fine.
Uh-huh.
And you can grapple a size up from you, if I remember correctly.
I think you are
It's
right.
a feature you can take,
I'm just giving you a hard time.
No, that's fine. Well, some people are about to start
Just
cheating
checking
with
if
you
the
because
DM
you're
knows the
suddenly
rules.
losing in an ostensibly
Uh,
fair contest of
Yeah.
martial
But I
prowess.
will go from large to small, so I don't know how that happens.
Large to medium?
Medium. I mean, sorry.
All right, so you pop back into Tabaxi.
Small
I'm
cat.
just turning to
Yep.
Klesh and be like, "You heal that? I can't heal."
You can heal that.
And you
I
guys see
can't
me,
heal
and I
that.
look
Well,
back to.
not right now.
Oh, I look perfectly healthy, by the way. Like it's a separate health pool.
Clutch looks at Karvis and says, "I don't have any magic.
No, she doesn't.
I look fine.
No, they don't.
I haven't been hurt.
I have a potion."
Can't talk to them.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm also telling them, don't be.
I'm not gonna do this. I did it with the last one. Jin went down there, and there was like 3 people like beating him down. I'm not going in there because that person went in there, and there's only one person. It's a fair fight, and I'm not playing this game anymore.
Yeah,
Leaf,
I agreed.
did you make a strength check to escape the grapple, Leaf?
Oh, did me as a person? No. I didn't know what happened.
Leaf
If
needs
I
to-
had to.
No, you do, because you were still there where his arms are, and as you anamorph into a different cat, he just clinches in more to control it.
Oh,
So you need to break
but
out.
Oh, hold on. Well, I'm trying to see because I want to cast Thunder Wave. So like coming from me in a 15-foot like wave is a like a thunderous force.
Decline to grapple it. Grapple.
To not break the
Yeah,
grapple.
like
yeah, he can decline
Yeah.
to break the grapple if he
But
wants.
I'm trying to see because it's instantaneous.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow, you made it.
Does
Well,
it say VSM next to it?
because
VS.
grappling is
Oh,
a
okay.
condition. Plus, if you try to cast while
Right, that's what I don't know about because I turned into like a different person, and
was like,
it
that
gets
was
a
a
little
deep
strange,
sigh.
you know.
It was beautiful.
I'm sure I'm sody.
this is why I hate grappling.
I mean, I'd much rather just stab something than grab them.
Chat can thank Nate for completely stopping the game in its
I know. I'm sorry.
Fine.
It's if you read and understood how your character worked, you would know. You can blame it on me. It's fine.
I mean, the character that he just made up because you wanted to do Fight Club?
Because you wanted to do Fight Club?
Aw,
Ooh, Sam.
be nice.
What? I mean, if we're pointing fingers, it's just fucking Spider-Man out here. It's just,
Yeah. If we're pointing fingers, at least point them honestly. Thank you, Tony.
That's right.
Klesh just wanted to go back to the hotel and hang out with their sugar mama, and y'all wanted to go get beat up. I don't understand what's going on.
Klesh, everywhere that Klesh goes, he's happy to be there, except for the fight club.
Right here.
He's just like, this is the one spot, like, you take the entirety of the world. I'm just happy to be here, guys. Like, I'm happy to enjoy the experience. And this is like the exact opposite where you want.
Very much exact opposite.
People beating each other up. Everyone's yelling.
Right.
Like, Klesh is a
Not Klesh
fighter.
is
They
fighting.
understand fighting, but not for pleasure or money. That's weird.
Oh, Clash is a
Well,
kinky
some people
guy.
understand.
No, Klesh has
But Klesh.
has no concept of anything that isn't vanilla. Flash. They're very naive.
And it's very fun to play this type
Poor
of
Clash.
person.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what that's like.
Flesh needs the internet.
Clash needs Tumblr.
I don't know if I could stand.
Oh.
Look, they're very sweet, and I wish them well. But
Yeah.
I make jokes, and if they don't get those jokes, I feel like they've lost something. All right, let's see.
So I just read it as well, Sam. It's if any carryover damage. So like if I had went to -10, that
Oh,
10
that's
carries
what
over
it
to
is.
me. Otherwise, like since I went from 26 to 16 or 10, I come back to full health, completely normal. Like
Makes sense.
it's a separate temp hit pull, but you use yours instead of going negative.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, do we want the fun option, or do we want the what I think the rules are option?
Yes.
I don't.
Let's roll a dice to determine.
And that's the fun option. So
Oh,
I want to say that I want to make Leaf roll a concentration check to get the spell off while in a grapple. Oh wait, what did he roll on the grapple check?
Decline the grapple
He
check.
declined the grapple check because he's a jerk.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
could I make an argument?
Yeah.
But the rules don't have any specification on it that I can find. So I'm like, whatever, fine. If he wants to just cast it, we can.
I would like to make the argument that he said that his spell was verbal and somatic. Somatic meaning that he needs to be able to make a motion.
Yeah.
I am proposing that he make
yeah.
a dexterity check to see if he can make a small motion with his hand or something.
Actually, yeah, I think so.
Because that's a good point. Because like the thunder wave is like coming from my hand. Yeah.
You know,
like
it comes off his
yeah.
body, but he needs to be able to
Yeah.
say something and like
Mhm.
do like a
I do have to.
snap
I
or
gotta push it.
something. You know.
Right. There's
Verbal and yeah.
I like the idea he just blinks fast. I'm joking. I'm joking.
You know, he's a cat, so you know what he does? He does like the.
Is
Nice.
Although it's the power of the
Power of
the
love.
thunder. So it's it's thunder. So I probably like there's probably mouth movement like boom, and then out from my mouth comes a 15-foot square,
Oh.
and he's going to. Well, if I can get this off, he's immediately 10 feet away from me. By the way.
if he doesn't make the strength check.
No matter what, he's an unsecured. I guess he's secured to me, but
Yes.
I guess that's true. That's true. He's not unsecured.
No. Yeah.
He's
All right.
secured.
We pull up the. All right. So, then yes, I'm gonna make you make a Wisdom saving throw, a Constitution saving throw.
Dexterity?
No, I want a concentration check. This is a
Okay.
Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, you just went through a couple of them, so I was like, wait.
Sorry,
what are we
yes.
talking about again?
We'll have
Constitution
all rolls.
saving throw.
Ooh. This computer don't like me. I might have to refresh.
Oh no.
Dude, that's why I roll my own dice. And Tony
I tried
knows if I
to-
lie, I can bust, so there's at least that much trust.
True. The natural 20, and it's all just downhill from there. It gave it to me too early.
That's kinda it.
The first one, and then all nothing. They let me bite him. It was very nice of them. I appreciate it. I got my bite in, so I can tuck my tail between my legs, and I'll just lose here in a minute. That's fine.
Mm.
Not everybody wins. That's fine. That's why I didn't bet all the money. You gotta remember, just a
That's fair. That's fair.
I think I only bought him for 5 of my.
Are we stalling, or did he
30.
roll and I didn't hear it?
He
Oh,
rolled.
it was
No,
a
he
7.
rolled.
It was a 7.
It was a
It was
7.
very good.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, sorry.
That was me pouting. I was me
Okay,
pouting.
I wasn't
if you-
sure.
Lisa just being a kind human.
So yeah, you like you try and give out the thunderous roar with the Kamehameha move, but
yeah.
you're not used to a sweaty man being on you during
Greasy.
this.
Yeah.
And although you get a sense that you could have broken free, you were like, no, this is gonna be way better, and you kind of just go like a loud agitated purr. And you're like, oh no, my paw was in the wrong spot because his sweaty ass arm is in the way. Oh no.
So gross.
Would you like to make a bonus action or a move action?
Yeah. Well.
You can't move.
Oh, I
but
can't move.
Not move.
Yeah, I
no.
can't move. So I can't move at all.
Bonus action,
but I
maybe?
can. Yeah. You know.
An economy.
So do I have to use that as a spell slot since
Yes.
technically I didn't cast
Yeah.
a spell?
It went.
A bummer. Yeah, it's a bummer. Okay.
You summoned the divine
Yeah.
energies. Yeah. You whiffed.
Yeah, because I can turn into something really small that you can't hold into, and then
Then he would crush
keep
you.
fighting, or I can just give up. And Leaf says, "Good fight, good sir," and taps onto the mat.
Like as the lion or as Leaf?
No, he's Leaf
I'm
now.
me.
You
I'm
can
me.
see.
Okay.
He's holding me. Like I turned to myself, and once he's holding me down, I'm like, you got.
I
I'd
tell
rather
We have
not.
a chance to break
Yeah,
the
yeah.
grapple one more
Because
time
he's
before
trying
it
to
falls.
wrestle me. Like he's trying to win, so he wins. He wrestled me. I'm
That's
not very
fair.
strong. I have a 10 strength. I'm a tiny cat, and he's. I gave him the boom, and no boom was to be had right now. And,
I was
and
boomless.
so.
It was
And
sans
so we
boom.
lose. And the tail between the legs, and
Oh.
I say sorry about the bite.
In lieu of a boom, there is victory.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you tap it, and he's like, and he's still there, like next to you on the ground, and he's like, "Oh, okay, brother." And he like sort of untangles,
Hell yeah.
but like picks you up a little. He's like, he sort of pats you. He's like, "I'm gonna put ice on that." Yeah. He points to where he like popped the tendon, and he's like, "It's all good, man. Ever been shot before? Guns are hard."
I've not. I actually.
I don't
I can heal
recommend
him.
it.
I can heal him too.
And yeah, they're sort of cheering and groaning above you as obviously the fight is over, and and he sort of like walks out with you, and yeah, he's like,
And as we do, I cast Cure Wounds on him, and I give him 3 of the 5 back, or 8 that I did.
give him the best back pat, the
I
broest,
do.
good sportsman motion.
The good game. Good
No,
game.
yeah, it's the good game, bro. And
Wow.
he's like, yeah, brother, so good. All right. Sorry, I don't have any to give back to you. I'm all muscle.
Good on you.
So yeah, you guys stroll back out and like,
Yeah.
come back down.
Who's going
I'll give you
to
some
do-
pointers.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. I'm gonna go find my friends.
Oh yeah.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thanks, man. You too.
Valiant fight.
Oh my god.
Tail is
Ow.
firmly between my tail's like between my. I imagine I have a long tail, and it's like between my legs, and I'm just like mindlessly like hitting it back and forth. You know, like so. Imagine because I look like Tigger is how I imagine my character.
As the tabaxi?
But
Yeah.
but yeah.
He's
But-
the marmalade.
Oh.
But dirty.
I just imagined
Just like a Tigger that hasn't showered in arguably ever.
Oh, Christ.
Well, sometimes,
imagine
but just like
Khajiit
a
from
nice
Skyrim.
hint of brown. I live outside, you know, so I'm outside. But my tail comes like up through, and then I'm just flicking it back and forth. What's up, guys?
So, twin sight check.
Got a 20.
I remember the 21.
Okay.
Big.
Sort of, you're like, these idiots are fighting each other. Where's Leaf? I don't know. What did she mean by my brother? And then you also hear brother, and you're like, yeah, what is up with him? I thought he was dead. And but you're like, he's dead. Still feel like he's close somehow. There's still some way you might be able to find to reconnect with him. There's still something unsaid or uncommunicated between you and actual, and just have this like a hangnail. There's something you're like,
Gross.
just wanna just sense it, and it nags at you.
What was that psychic we passed by in Monterey? Because Jin needs to go see a psychic.
See? It was only $40.
actually-
Like straight up though,
it's
like
small
okay,
price
so-
to pay to
You know what?
It
With
was,
a
wait, it was
future.
how many dollars?
with a 21, let's not talk about the going rate for psychics in Central Cali.
In D&D.
So, or with the 21, I'll even give you that sense that they've remained close all the way from when you connected with this unit all the way down to Newell. So, like, something about this team has that connection. That's, or it seems to be
The energy.
related. Yeah. And, like, sort of and I'll even go so far as to give you to help try and figure it out or not go off too far in the wrong direction on that. If you remove yourself from the team, you go off and do your own thing, sense that connection. That's what I'm going to give you for now.
Okay.
I want to make another check of some sort. We can talk about that, but
Okay.
meanwhile, everybody make a perception check.
Oh yay! I'm gonna
Can I
use my
perceive?
D&D Beyond. See how this works.
Click on the box that says plus whatever, because that'll add it automato. I got a 14.
Ah!
You said perception, yeah?
Oh.
Serve nachos, Karvis.
See, I refreshed this. I'm
love
moving to a different
nachos.
browser. Safari's not cutting it. What's the best? Does chat now? Is it
Klesh got
Firefox?
an 8. That's balls.
I use Chrome.
Love Firefox.
I'm a
So,
Chrome person too.
for work, it feels like I have to use Chrome because
Yeah.
so many tools and
All the
things
Google stuff,
and
yeah.
all the
Yeah.
things. But
Sweet.
personally, I
Just
don't
makes my
like
life
to
easier.
use it, so I like Firefox for
Flesh
personal.
should not feel bad. Karvis got a 7. So
Oh, thank goodness.
Karvis turns to Klesh is like, "We have nachos. What's nachos?
Gnomish
I don't-
nachos.
I don't know what
Mushrooms.
nachos are.
Nachos are delicious.
Do they have butter?
No, but close. Cheese.
You like cheese?
I do like cheese.
Like
They have
butter.
cheese.
It is like butter. You're right.
We
A
should
little
go
more
get some
cheesy.
nachos.
Cheese is very much
I
like
say
butter, when I
I-
think about it.
I'm like, I agree. I'll buy nachos. We got some gambling from Jen Turnham's.
What did you get on your
I'll
perception?
I'll buy dinner.
I think he's avoiding it again. What did you get on your perception?
No, I did it on 10. Sorry, I thought I said
10.
that. so I
Is it
did it
10?
on
Okay, 10.
sorry.
Jin, what did you get?
Oh, Travis is here.
14.
14? You got a
14?
14?
Okay, with the 14,
Oh god.
you
Luckily.
notice. Yeah, the rest of you are like nachos.
Nachos!
But Jin, along with Carrie, who's like nachos, like they've even got the fork ready, and got your dingle hopper ready.
Dingle hopper.
You look over to check on Tanner, who brought you to this wonderful establishment.
Oh,
Unless he
that's
joined.
right. Tanner's here.
Yeah, you look over at Tanner.
Danny Tanner. Oh,
Because
no.
you're like, no, it's not that. But yeah, still, thanks for making that. All right. You're like, Tanner must like nachos. I don't know what nachos are, but they sound great. I hope they're soggy, and they are.
They are.
And
Jen has already thought about it.
yeah, you look over, and Tanner looks like watching a movie, watching screen, but there's no screen, and he's sort of like out. And then his eyes refocus right as you start being like, he's like, oh, I gotta go. I got work to do. And you guys, and he like starts grabbing like, no.
No, you want nachos, Tanner?
You can get nachos before you get nachos. I know how there's the whole army thing going on from Stormhaft. Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to start organizing. I just got a message from the home office.
Huh?
And they used magic, so that means it's important. I'm gonna have to start.
Is he laughing while he says this too?
A little bit, because he's like, I gotta actually do my job now. Oh no.
Okay.
What a
That
thought.
nervous giggle.
Yeah, and he's like,
Yeah.
I need to start brokering our mercenary contracts between ourselves and also my counterpart in liberated Tarjan state. Because we're likely going to start getting hired by these two. Stormhalf starts moving in the liberated Tarjan states. And he like sort of like leans in closer with the rest of you to try and not be heard by the rest of the crowd, who's pretty loud. So it should... Since y'all are headed into Stormhalf, you guys are going to need to keep an eye out and just for everything you get any intel, thing, group move, stations, everything. So, hell is...
Can I roll an insight check on him
Hell yeah.
to see? Yeah. Okay. My insight is good. Oh my god! It was almost a natural 20, and then it rolled over to a 2. So 7.
Sorry.
Well, guess what? You honestly believe
That's
him.
the
Like,
worst.
this is...
It literally landed on 20, and then decided,
This is... Oh, this is legit.
my life.
And he's like,
Okay.
yeah, apparently... Apparently, General Lancelot Captain being...
Uh-oh. I wrote that down at one point.
Oh.
He's got my thing. My ears perk up. My
Apparently.
tail goes from between my legs to like a high alert.
agitated twitch, yeah.
Yeah, like it's yeah. The eyes burrow and like I did a little cat wiggle. And then, like upset. I give a little hiss.
Oh goodness.
Like,
Gesundheit.
not
Ears.
yeah.
I look. I was like, leave.
I don't like him. He's got he killed my family, dog. I had to think about it.
Nate had to
It's
think
bad.
about it. I'm sure
It's
Leaf
bad.
remembers it pretty
I was like,
vividly.
Yeah.
Right, wait.
My character remembers it very vividly. Yeah. I'm
Who
like
killed your family?
that's why we're here, because I was like, that's why I was down there fighting. I was like, the lion, that was me, because Sir Tendon Dickhead murdered my family.
Oh.
And Tanner's all like, oh shit.
Wait. So wait. What's the general?
I was gonna say something, but then Leaf got all agitated.
Wait. What's the general doing?
He's leading the forces that are mustering at the the Tarjan its border.
Wait, are they trying to liberate the Tarj people, or are they trying? Oh, then we need to
They're-
stop them.
So Klesh would probably remember
Yes,
because they are fairly intelligent.
yes, they do.
That were discussed 2
remember.
years ago in our time, so I understand no one remembers. And no
Trying
one's
really hard, guys.
no, and no one's from this nation. So okay, so south, so there's Stormhaft, which is westerly to the Mississippi, and then to the east of the Mississippi, Newell, which is the northern states during the Civil War, right? And then the southern states, the liberated.
Yeah.
Someone looked at
I
this
remember.
map.
I found our map the other day.
Good. We should
Sam,
post that
I'm
somewhere.
going to give huge props to
Yeah.
Sam actually looking at it and deciding, nope, I want to be from somewhere that's not on the map.
And name it something very
Hey,
yeah.
close in relation. So
That sounds about right.
So,
I
no, to be fair,
I'm
the
kinda
sea was
perfect
on the
place.
map.
so
To
Storm.
be fair,
big
I
body
just
of
said
water was on the
I'm
map.
from my real hometown, and Tony found a place inside said map that was similar to my hometown. So.
Yes. Liberated Tarjan states. Yes, they're called the Liberated Tarjan states because they liberated themselves Tarj during the King's War.
So they're not Tarjan people.
They are, but they have removed themselves from the
Regime
Parent-
of Tarj.
Tarj
Got it.
Empire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Revolution,
I mean, I'm a fan of Deline,
but
so
yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a
Delete
fan
those
of.
Revolution.
I'm not a fan of that guy though. Sir Tenderloin,
Forgot how I drew this.
snap tendon,
So yes,
Lancelot. Ugh.
there is a chance Stormhaft will either LTS, or there's the fear that they're going to move north. That's why. Yeah.
Well, of course, we have to keep the people protected. Don't want anyone going in and fudging up someone's
I
perfectly.
don't know what was. Where did he ask us to go again?
Well,
Or where did the
you
company?
guys are already headed south through a chunk of the Stormhaft Empire to the northmost section of the liberated states, and then
Okay.
back into Stormhaft.
yeah.
Sorry, is that where?
Capital of the Stormhaft Empire.
Yes, but we're going like kind of under.
Right.
And
So there's a safer
and
trade route.
Lancelot is coming from Stormhast into Tarjine, or is coming from?
So
Where's he coming from?
I forgot that I drew this thing that actually. So,
Mhm.
for right now, there is an army amassing the Stormhaft Empire between Great Tarjan states.
Okay.
And what?
I have to get there.
I did. It's at the top of the document, top of the introductory document.
Yeah.
People who want to pay attention.
Thank you,
Okay,
thank you.
so
Yeah.
uh,
Thank you.
Not Nate.
I know,
Well,
Rude.
and I still love him. At least
some
he
of us are
shows
busy
up.
keeping.
In the present.
So
Some of us.
Some of us are
the
busy.
company we work for works.
left. Let's all make either insight or intelligence check. Choice.
Fights
I will
or
make an-
Insight or an int.
I will make an insight check.
I think if there's anything else.
10.
I got a nat 20 this time.
Let's
I got
go.
a dirty.
Ooh.
I got
I'm just overwhelmed by this news of like war.
I
So
saw-
I didn't.
I saw the 10 for Jin.
16.
Nice.
Yeah.
16.
Okay, so the 10 for
Ooh.
Jin, you're like, wow, that's heavy. Gee, geopolitics are difficult.
Land politics are terrible.
That's right.
Land.
Never get involved
Awful.
in a land war in Asia or in
Mm-mm.
Grove.
Siberian winter, come on.
Leaf, you're like, fuck that guy. I hope he dies.
Big
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna
I
kill
hope
him.
I hope he dies by the claws of my.
By these claws, by these soft beans, may he. By these delightful pink beans. I don't know if they're pink or whatever.
They're dirty. Pink when they're freshly cleaned.
These,
Got a little mud on them. These boots were made for walking.
these filthy beans shall claim their
Cool
prey.
beans.
Right. And you're like, probably be a good thing. Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's with the 16. The dirty 20, you're like, actually, take out the general of this particular form. It'll probably put Aft on the enough that it'll stabilize the while whoever figures out with the nat Klesh back to what you've sort of the chats you've had with dad's name.
My dad's name?
No.
No,
Emerald?
Klesh is no,
I was like,
Cameron,
what?
thank you.
Which is not dad.
Yeah, his up to dad,
My adopt dad.
pseudo dad.
Yeah. Pre-drow man.
Correct chat. Bane has eaten all the nachos, has thrown them up, and then has eaten them again because he's a dog.
And then rolled in it.
And happier than ever.
Oh, it's the best time to beat Bane. So
Yes.
Klesh, you remember
I bet a demon dog would fit into Fight Club. Sorry to interrupt.
some of your some of the chats you had with Cameron's party, because it's basically what he was down there. He's down there with his. They're like your uncles now. It's a great sitcom. Oh, the Klesh sitcom. What is it? It's gonna be the comic books that are Look forward to it. All right.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
Oh, I'll play family. Anyway, okay. So going into the
I'm not going to stop
Underdark
you if you want to play
and
Family.
going into the
I
Underdark
absolutely adore
and
Family.
finding Verdan. What the fuck is this?
I don't know.
Plus, traveling all over, so you have your finger on the metaphor of the region.
Also, Delene's been telling me stories of her hometown, of her homeland.
Oh.
I'd love for Deline to tell me stories, but I'm very happy for Klesh and Deline. But also a little jealous. But
Some people don't
Big
want
ups.
stories; they just
Big
want
ups.
to lean.
What did
big
she-
ups, dog.
They just want to.
Vibin.
Mhm.
So with the nat 20, you're like, play. Not only will it stabilize, heard that would create a power vacuum, allowing others to up into autocracy. Might help create diversity in Stormhaft to allow them to, as well as acquisition of on all sides of the board will stimulate their economies without actually, unless someone is stupid and starts it. But even then, it's an asshole in charge of an army.
Klesh looks like they're staring at a screen as the math symbols flicker around their head. And then, we need to kill that person for the better of Stormhall.
And Tanner's like,
Stormblast.
I like it.
Where can we find him, Tanner?
I'm sorry, Tanner. I've had an ale today. I don't know how to deal with myself.
One ale.
Okay. Are you guys done? Are you guys done here? Are we done here?
I'm done.
Well, you don't know where he is?
Okay. Come on. And he starts ushering you all out. He's like, that was my bad. My bad. We started talking business in the middle of that recreational situation. I'm sorry. Okay. He says goodbye to Glev, Nevin, Tat, and he's like, stay cool. And they're like, hey. And, because goblins. He's like, okay. I don't know where he is. In the Stormhaft Empire. That's all I know. I gotta get to work. I gotta start writing up paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can go back to my flat and do whatever chit-chatty things you need. Don't you have 2 other people? Don't you have a whole caravan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good luck.
We're still within the first 24 hours.
Guys, if you guys need anything, you can let me know. It's cool. I don't know how much help I'll be. I'll be busy. Good luck. Bye. Finger guns.
Bye, Tanner.
And does a little belly pat because he's got a gut. And he's out.
Bye, Tanner.
Tanner has always
wait, did
been
we
like
get the keys?
I don't think there's
to the
keys.
flat?
Leaf recalls there not being a...
Oh. Leaf, you been to Tanner's apartment before? Damn. All right, let's go.
Karvis
Well, they
looks
were here
around.
together.
Karvis looks around and is like, Pain! Save us any nachos!
You see one huge cheese globule on the jowl, and it's just...
Oh, rude!
And then he burps.
Klesh has been chosen with like profound knowledge right now.
Yeah, I know. It's beautiful. Which is funny because usually Klesh is the one that does actually have all the knowledge because they're so curious about everything. But like now it's profound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, should we?
I'm pretty sure at this time of night, Polly and Hazel have found somewhere to hide because they really don't want to run into Polly's mom. And who knows what Hazel's stepdad did. He's kind of loud and I mean a lot like Hazel, which is strange because they're not related, but they did raise each other. Anyway, I think they're okay.
Klesh, do you want to take Deline on vacation to the flat?
I mean, yeah.
Leaf, make me an insight check.
Insight.
I mean, we can always just go to Deline's place. It's probably bigger.
Oh my god, did I literally
But
just
we can go to
through
Deline's place.
that entire dice bag and put the one dice I wanted out? I think I did.
But so we can stay at Deline's house, but you can take her on vacation to the flat.
Why would I
11.
take her
I
out of
know,
her
so-
place to go to someone's smaller place?
Okay.
Just the 2 of you. It's private without all of us.
Klesh
Oh, she can
It's
tell me more
coming.
Don't
stories.
let them.
Klesh is coming to the conclusion that Leaf doesn't care enough about. So keep going.
That's fair.
It's true.
I just thought you guys might like some alone time together. That's all.
Well, Deline and I spend a lot of time alone. She tells me lots of things about her people, and she likes to let me draw her. It's very nice.
Oh.
Good for you, dog. Hey, can I see some of those drawings? Since our
never mind.
drawing-
No,
Like none.
no.
Bane starts growling.
Bane.
He sensed the energy. He just arr, arr. Like
Bane, I can speak to animals. He's technically an animal.
Yes.
as far as
He's
anyone
not
knows.
technically an animal. I mean, yeah, that's fair. We're not. He could be something else.
Good to know. Good to
But-
know. We don't know if we'll talk to him right now. But...
We're all pretty sure he's a dog.
Yeah. All signs indicate he is
Never
just a
added to
dog.
his voice.
Oh, I remember. I remember Bane's voice. It haunts my dreams. Don't worry. One day you'll hear Bane once more, and it will haunt all of yours as well. So
Bane.
Someday.
So yeah,
So she just pats her. So, it's all right, buddy.
Like
So-
Leaf was getting excited, so
yeah,
he got excited.
Sorry, but
Oof.
Don't poof at the
tail
cat.
comes down a little bit. So do we have to go to Tanner's apartment? Sorry, I kind of spaced out.
I
You
guess
don't
we don't
have
have
to.
to.
He just offered. Yeah, he offered it as a place to chat, but
I'm good.
you don't even have to roll. Deline probably got multiple rooms.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I'm
I-
sleeping at the
It-
place too, right? Where your parents are, Jen. Right.
Mm.
at the
Yeah, I'm going to Delene's because
Ah.
I'm thrown off by seeing my parents and them trying to take me back home.
I hope you work that out.
Thanks. The fighting helped.
I'm glad that helped you somehow.
Well, it was controlled, It's not like I was out there to kill anyone, but I just got to throw my body around and get loose.
Okay.
Klesh,
Yes, Karvis.
do you have a dog to?
Of course.
Let's go do.
Does anyone remember where they
Wait,
said she was?
Is General, you mean Lancelot Dickhead?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I say,
Oh,
I say
yeah.
Dickhead. Do we?
He's in the faraway place that we need to take this box.
Kids are-
Yeah, like we need to. I was going to. I won't say this much. But I was going to say, I wasn't too interested, but I am interested in learning more about him because I would like him to see his demise very much.
Wish to lap up the milk of vengeance.
Yes.
So, question: does
Pretty
Flesh
accurate.
have an idea of how long, war-wise, and how quickly do we need to kill this guy? Like within a week? Like, is it going to take a few months to get all this stuff together? Like, I assume it's going to take a few months.
I
Well,
don't
no, they're
think so.
communicating
I
by
mean,
magic.
we're in New Walls, so we're already halfway there.
Just Captain Kirk. I understand. Atarik's in Gravisport is aware of what's going on. Already started gathering, right?
Correct. Yeah.
On the cusp of it.
Okay.
Like the call's just gone out,
Yeah.
and things are gonna start happening.
Yeah, so it's things are already kind of in motion for gathering trees. Our trip to Theft is it's honestly it's a side quest, but I was but the knowledge that we gain there will help, but I don't know if it's imperative knowledge for what's already taking place, if that makes any sense.
True. Yeah, I say the mission is number one, but if we can kill this dick, if we can kill.
Okay,
we can
so
kill
our
this,
mission is literally just to deliver a box.
Yeah.
Yes.
He didn't tell us when we had to deliver the box by,
Yeah.
just that we had to deliver a box.
Mhm.
So if this
Yep.
takes us a little bit out of the way, I'm okay.
Happy to be here.
Yeah.
Exactly. I am happy to help this situation.
And Klesh, I bet you'll be very happy to be in a place where he's dead. Because he's not a nice man.
I did a lot of calculations, and I think everyone would be happier in a place where he wasn't there.
True.
Klesh,
Yes, Karvis.
do you think Falstaff could help us?
No, I don't want to ask Falstaff for any more favors. We're already on this wild goose chase because if all of you hadn't gotten drunk on that boat, then the mayor wouldn't have fallen off, and then he wouldn't have drowned, and then we wouldn't have had to ask Falstaff to Phoenix down him.
Did
and
not
now
push the mayor off the boat.
He fell off himself.
Isn't that where you
but we
guys
should
got-
have been watching him.
We were. We watched him fall
pooped
off
out?
the boat.
No, you didn't.
I know we did.
We're in the middle of the street. Me and Leaf are just standing off to the side watching this happen.
Wait a second.
Mom and Dad are
Isn't that what you
fighting.
guys
Broke
got when you
their
got
hand.
pooped out? When your boat got pooped out of the
No.
Oh no, this is
a
a
very different time.
Different boat.
Oh.
Different boat. We are on a lot of boats.
No,
Way
the
before.
boat that got pooped out was on the ocean. The mayor fell off the boat on the river.
On the Shield flood.
The
which is
Shield
main
River.
Yeah.
I even got in the water, which
I
was
used to
really
live on the
weird. I
Shield
didn't
River.
quite care for it.
Yeah.
I still don't want to go back in.
Yeah.
The point is, if someone
Make me insight checks.
misread,
All of us?
Yes.
misread face over here wasn't drunk,
Oh.
we would have been watching the governor, and then we wouldn't be doing this for Falstaff.
I was watching
13.
his room.
13. Okay, thank you.
I'm sorry, was
You're
that
welcome.
perception?
Insight.
Insight.
16.
What was that saying?
Oh, yeah. Insight. Yeah, 16.
Okay.
12.
10.
Okay, that's great. Sorry, Karvis. Do you have something you'd like to say to Klesh?
Where were you, Klesh?
Oh.
Where were you?
I got a couple.
I'm dying. Tony.
No.
That's not what was happening.
No. Yeah. It was more.
If I recall,
Now
If
is
I
this
recall-
Klesh? No, is this Klesh or is this Lisa?
this is Lisa.
Yeah.
Klesh was with Deline,
Uh-huh.
but they were out on the deck,
Right.
right?
Yeah, I was like, I thought Karvis was
My-
watching Railder's door or the mayor's
Yeah.
door.
No, I think Klesh actually was doing something.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
Karvis. Was it Karvis watching
Carvis
the door?
was so hungover.
Karvis and Bane
we
were staked
parked-
out outside. Yeah.
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 We parked you there, but you were so hungover.
We were, but like we were like in the hallway trying to watch. Like we did fall asleep, but like we were there trying.
So Klesh and Karvis are shouting at each other. Jin. I'm sorry,
I found
Sam.
a dog to pet.
I'm sorry, Sam. No, I
No, I
appreciate
think
that
Jen
you.
found a dog to pet.
You're yeah, Bane. You're just
Are you petting Bane?
now.
Yeah, I'm petting Bane.
Yeah, well, he starts growling because the parents are fighting, and
Oh.
you're
I'm
like,
trying
"Oh,
to
it's
calm him
okay,
down.
buddy," and he's like,
Okay.
As
I'm gonna try to calm
I,
him down. Should I roll animal handling?
No, it's fine because as they start shouting, you're like, well, if we have someone powerful, like that they're talking about, that this person Falstaff, wasn't that the name of the ridiculous raccoon with the waffles, or fox or whatever?
what?
He might also, if he's this powerful creature, he might also be able to help with your brother, or there was another thing I was going to mention that now I can't remember because
Debt. Money's not real. Falstaff, we can make all the promises to Falstaff. Flash will pay it later. It's fine.
I am not making a deal with another bullshit
Flash, you just
Falstaff.
gotta go. You'll just have to go kill somebody else, and then the world will be okay.
All right, Sam. I want Jin to make me a straight up friendship check.
What check?
Oh,
Just roll a 20
Oh, roll a 20.
Okay.
and tell me what you get.
It's like I'm not prepared.
My dog keeps throwing my hand up in the air. A 4.
Oh.
oh,
Oh yeah,
Your
checks out.
your
It
friendship
checks
is weak, so
Oh.
sorry. I
Checks
doubt
out.
your friendship modifier is very high. So it's high enough to get you
I
where I
am.
need it. But yeah, for right now, that's all the info you're getting.
That's fine. I'm a little
Have we-
disappointed.
Have we made it to Deline's yet amidst all the arguing?
I
I wasn't even sure if you were headed that direction.
I feel like we were because we were
yeah,
gonna
I
wanna
think we
go
were
talk.
headed that direction.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
also
you
want to
were.
propose to the group though about possibly talking to my parents about knowing anything about Sir Lancelot.
Okay. Do you want to do that
Don't
first?
want to.
What?
Maybe we
What
well Leaf is staying there
Let's
tonight,
split
so
up.
maybe he can do
we
it
Oh yeah, I mean I can if I see him.
because he's
around,
already going
I
that
can
way.
ask.
I like where you're
I'm
going with
gonna-
that, but go ahead and make me a quick int check, Jin.
I don't have int, Tony.
It's okay. This is going to be a low AC or a low DC.
10.
Yeah, that's enough. You don't
That's
think
not
they
bad.
know much. You don't think they know much
Yeah,
about the
okay.
general, so
Okay.
we'll save you that.
Okay.
All right.
All right, fair.
So, Have we made it to Delene's yet? Amidst all the
You have
arguing?
made it to the King's Other Castle Tavern.
Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? The King's Other Castle?
Yes.
Yes.
That is such a long ass name.
Well, it's King's
I
Other
mean,
How
Castle.
long is the
It's
ball?
cock.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Like a rooster, yeah.
Yeah. That's okay.
Good job, Sam.
Dude, I watched this great clip.
I mean, I said the D word a bunch of times, so don't
Well,
feel that bad.
That's because that's short for Richard. It's fine.
It's
also true.
I know
all
several
over
Richards.
everywhere.
Completely fine.
And I watched a clip the other day where this woman was like, "Yeah, you can say ass, and that's fine.
Tony,
you can say hole
Can we not go over this
on
again?
its own." But
I
when
mean,
you join the
Klesh
two,
dropped an F-bomb, so
which is
You gotta click it.
that's not very
So what you're
Klesh
saying
money
is
of
I
you,
should-
dog.
no,
I
it's
should say
not.
cock doodle do.
That's also good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also good.
Cock
Also-
doodle do.
Rockadoodle, OG cartoon.
All
But
right,
yeah,
so we're at the King's
other
Other
Castle.
Castle
Yeah.
Tavern.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you were informed that if you let them know you're part of the Jahet company, the Jahet
Jahet.
party, that you would be shown to your respective rooms.
Yes, hello. We're part of the Jahet party. Please
Jin
show us
wouldn't.
our respective rooms.
Jahet party of 4.
I
Jahet
love
party of 4.
I love how Jin is suddenly very posh. All right.
Well, he's acting, obviously.
what's
Yeah,
the bartender
He's
like?
yeah.
fancy.
Carrie does a little.
Yeah, like he noticed, like he walked in, he saw maybe some like velvet plush seats, and he was like, "Oh, okay, yes, Jahet."
Well,
party
that's
of
the
4?
thing, Leaf. There is no bar. Well, there is a bartender, but they're behind the bar. They have a host at the front of the tavern. So yeah, so
Oh, this is like the person that hangs out in front of Delene's apartments that lets us in the doors.
Dang, that's
What's that
fancy.
mean?
Like a doorman.
Yeah.
Like
They wear really
where
fun
do you,
uniforms.
where do we get the
And every
where do-
time I show
where do
up,
I
they
get
get
a
a
beer
really
that-
big smile.
you can
How
get a
do we
beer
at
at the
the
bar.
bar?
Just- Oh, then can I go to the bar? Like
Yeah,
I
you
literally
can
went
you
on.
can head over
I
to
mean,
the
you
bar.
had legs.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're like if you're like whatever, I'm gonna
What do
eat
we-
at the
what do
bar.
we just waiting around, or
So I just
'Cause,
asked for a
He
table.
says from the bar, already ordering.
We go right
Right.
around.
Klesh.
my charisma's like 9, by the way.
Actually, wouldn't
so-
you be interested in talking to Deline about?
That's what
Lancelot?
I thought that's where you're right.
That's where you're going. I don't know why you're distracted by the bar.
Klesh, should we all go up, or would you like to go up and inform Deline that we're here and we'll
Okay.
wait here?
We can all go up together.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you not know what room she's in? Yeah, that.
No, because we were all together and Deline went and did her own thing.
So
But doesn't she live here? Have you not? I
He's
thought
flipping.
she's
He's
been to
flipping
her-
through the
She
cards.
doesn't live
Hurry up,
here.
Bob.
She
She
lives
doesn't-
in Ravisport near
she's-
me.
She's rich. Yeah, she got.
Gotcha.
She might own
Got
the
that.
tavern. I don't know, but
That semi-high money.
that's a flex. All right. So my girlfriend might own the tavern,
girlfriend
but
owns it.
whatever. It's cool. So the
Everything's
host,
He's so.
in an effort to keep Leaf's very short attention span under control, the hostess
do they
directs
just
you.
jingle a bell and lead Leaf along?
He's like, wait, who got my
A
collar?
true
No.
cat.
No, they have a laser pointer, and it just walking up the stairs.
Works
I
well.
can control a little bit of water, so it's just like a water droplet.
I mean, you know.
And this is why I listen to the Druidcraft stuff, because otherwise I just can't
Yeah, straight up
I mean,
Druidcraft.
time
We-
I could be like Bane, herd.
Yeah, there you,
You
go.
can't hurt a cat.
Yeah,
Well, I
Bane's
mean, but
pretty
like a
big.
toddler,
Like,
have you heard a
Hard.
toddler?
Try.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
nudge-
walk her
yeah.
the
nudge,
cats around.
nudge,
Right. Probably
nudge,
right,
Yeah.
Bump,
nudge.
bump,
Just nosing up against you and be like, move.
But also, he's a hunting dog, not a herding dog. So
No.
he'd just be like, pets.
No,
Give me and then they're both useless.
it's true.
I'm pretty sure Bane would do the thing that like yellow labs would do, where they just put their mouth around your wrist but don't bite, and then like pull you to where they need you.
Right. Yeah. He just pulls me in.
Where are we going, dog? All right.
The one and only appropriate time to say it.
So
Oh, I love it.
you guys are directed up some stairs to the to the royal suite,
Mhm.
and Klesh, do you just let yourself in, or do you knock?
Oh, I'd knock.
Absolutely.
This isn't her normal home.
True.
She could have guests. I don't know.
Sure. And the door opens, and there she is in a robe with just one knot over.
I mean, that's normal.
On the rope, and she sort of like
Wait,
leans, and she sort of leans.
That's normal.
She drapes herself on the door jamb, and she's like, "Klesh," and she goes, "Oh hi."
To
The rest
us?
of you, yeah.
Hi,
like
hi,
a
Delaney.
Klesh's
visual-
cheeks turn brown, and he covers his nose to hers and goes, "We're here to talk with you."
She just grabs you, and she's like, "Okay," and like, and snuggles you into the room, and she's like, "Come in." You see the knot
I
get
just wanna say
actually
so hi,
finished.
I'm such a,
You see, hi,
I just want to say I'm a big fan.
and she looks over. She's like, "I know."
I'm like starstruck right now.
Well, Deline, I don't think you've actually met Leaf. Leaf is part of Atarik's crew with us, and they're going to be joining us the rest of our journey.
Delightful.
Wait, has she met Jin?
Oh yeah, Jin came along on the.
Oh,
on the
that's
caravan.
right. Yeah.
with
Oh,
us.
That's right. I'm tired. JC is tired.
You need nachos.
I do need nachos. Deline, do you have
I'm
nachos?
just-
Bane burps again.
I'm in awe.
Babe.
She's everything as advertised. Leaf, like for a
I
human,
believe it.
she's got a great coat,
Killed it.
I'm so happy for her.
like very well hydrated.
Very well hydrated.
She must be very limber to
just
keep this
say-
clean. Like
What on
Yeah.
earth did you kill, Sam?
A mosquito.
Oh,
Ah!
good job.
Oops, sorry.
10 points.
Good for you, Clutch.
That was on video.
ooh, we're a nature show now. I can change
Don't
the
even-
tags. Education, hell yeah.
Did you see that? Like
No.
that MUA status right there.
Oh, wow. Look at you.
Yeah.
Deline, we were wondering if maybe we could ask you some questions about General
Lancelot?
Lancelot Snap
Snap
Tendon.
Tendon.
Just as she's asking Leaf if she can touch his coat, you posit this question, and she's like, "Oh, yes, that brutish individual." She's like, "Yeah, he's a general in the Stormhaft Empire, half orc, like many, like as a significant portion of the Stormhaft citizenry." Was quite an unsavory individual during the King's Plague War, and apparently has maintained that reputation since then.
Do you know if he has any family? Any?
Where are you going with that line of questioning?
Yeah, Deline actually,
Does he have any family?
Deline actually
I'm a
pulls
little
you
above.
closer, Klesh, and she's like, "Klesh, are your friends looking to do political assassinations?"
I mean, I kind of am, but I'm not going to do the
She grabs you by the cheeks and just smooches on you, and she goes, "That is one of the most delightful things I've heard you say."
She's so turned on right now by the thought
Klesh
of
is
just
so-
revelation.
I say we can murder
Oh,
his whole
yeah.
You
family.
guys have seen Clark
And you
like
can't
feuds everywhere, but now it's just like the happiest
I
Klesh I've
need
ever
the,
seen.
the addresses.
Leaf
Oh,
is
no,
like,
Mary.
Leaf is like, "I'm not even dating one of you, and let's go."
Yeah. Rick,
I just thought maybe we could find some weaknesses of the general.
agreed.
She's like, she's got one hand on Klesh and one at her heart, like, "You're the cutest." She's like, "I wish I did.
Oh.
I want to help you so. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't know if his family are any good or bad, but I mean, maybe I don't look. I've not done it myself, much as some people think I have. Don't believe everything you hear, Klesh."
Klesh straight up glares at Karvis because Karvis
Oh,
who
wait,
was on
is-
the front runner of saying that
Yeah.
Deline did this.
and yeah, that she's a murderer. I remember. Oh, I forgot about the whole Dudley that she's a murderer. But I'm
She's
still
not a murderer.
I'm so awestruck with her right now. Like, she could
She's
literally
not a
murder.
murderer.
She could murder me,
She
and
can-
I'd let.
She can do all the
I
wrong.
let her step on me.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, do you have any boots? No. So
I just
yeah,
got
she's
some
like,
no, I'm just kidding.
I'm here for it. I'm ready to help. Oh, yeah. And she looks at you, Klesh. She's like, remember to negotiate price up top. Now, as it seems, I will be assisting in some Atarik's crew business. Is this what this sounds like?
I mean, technically, we're not on an Atarik's crew mission.
And she like winks super big. She's like, right.
But we're not. We're on a mission for Falstaff.
And she looks at you. She's like, "Then what? Are you not getting paid?"
No, we're doing it for the good of all of mankind.
Well, no, we
Oh,
have.
honey.
We have to, because
no, Deline, we're
yeah, we're
repaying a
repaying.
favor.
We asked Falstaff
And-
for a
but-
favor. We now owe him a boon.
No, I know that part, but the murdering people part.
Oh,
No, there's a little backstory. He killed my family, Delaney.
See? And I think it would make a...
I didn't mention it because I was distracted by her beauty, so I apologize.
You are absolutely forgiven for being distracted by my beauty. Well done.
But I just want to say that
Or she's like, yeah,
seeing you
yeah,
in
okay.
person and your beauty, like I don't feel sad at the moment.
That's
as I wake
weird.
up and all.
I have weird feelings about that, but I appreciate you. So this is a vengeance
Klesh.
thing.
She's hitting on your girlfriend.
Some.
Okay.
What was that?
It's also just
He's
Jin?
hitting on your girlfriend.
No, he's not. He's just telling her she's beautiful, and she is very beautiful.
Okay, man.
That's why I have 2 sketchbooks full of her.
She's like, babies.
Okay, man.
I get that your cat friend, what was it? Leaf?
Leaf.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tabaxi, Leaf. I get the vengeance thing. Absolutely. Great motivator. Gets you up in the morning. But the rest of you need to get paid. And
well-
optimally, you get paid too for the vengeance. This is just good business.
so you
that's a good point.
so
But he's gonna
you-
pay us the
hold on.
Your
Targine.
Yeah. So Deline, because Klesh trusts you, and you have not shown us any reason to not trust you. I just would like to
don't-
tell you that we believe the general is now gathering troops around the liberated Targine area.
Oh yeah, no one shuts up about it. Yeah, we should be fine though.
But
What if we kill him and you take power, Delaney?
That would be very weird because I'm not a Stormhaft citizen. But thank you.
we think it would be.
I think
in-
you could do it, Delaney.
You could just rule the world. It's fine.
Oh, I know I could do it. That'd be fine.
We just think that would be
Or
in the
just
best
flexibility.
interest if the general wasn't around anymore. And if we did it, that would be great, and I'm sure we would be, honored appropriately with Atarik. But right now we're just gathering intel.
Klesh waxes on a little bit about the geopolitical climate scale, and it would increase trade and get more types of different people in there, and Ball just goes off with this huge rant.
She stays draped on you, and as you've sort of built up a little steam, you get her head in the on your shoulder, and then you get just the one finger up to your lips. She's like,
Oh,
baby, you and your friends are so sweet. Your boss, Atarik, can pay you to do this. You just need to negotiate price because that's your job, right?
I mean, it's been a while since Atarik has given me a promotion, and
And it irks me, and it irks my god.
Sorry.
Get paid.
I
And
think there's
imagine
a
if
lot of
we-
negotiation that needs to go on with Atarik, but I don't want to go all the way back up to Gravisport.
I think killing Surge.
If I show back up to
Laptendon.
Atarik's office with this thing's head, he'll
That's what I
have
was
to
gonna
give me
say.
something
Exactly.
for it.
Right, that's the negotiating power is we show up with a
With a
Well,
totem.
It
It's
was
strong.
It was also just thought that we're headed to that area anyway right now, so we might as well get some information that we could share with him.
Don't you have some way to magically communicate with him or the lovely Dragonborn who works with him?
Yeah, we have a way to communicate. So you think we should communicate
What
and
is
tell
his
him?
name?
Vesdruth.
I don't know.
Thank you, Vesdruth. I was like, it's like tooth.
Leaf.
Okay, yeah.
Leaf. No, actually, Leaf knows the other one. But she's like,
I don't have any magic, Deline.
and she's like, don't sell your short, honey. Now,
I say you are the magic.
he's good. He's a good friend. He's a good friend. Now,
I don't say who you is, but I say that's a combination of both of you.
Uh-huh.
she,
Yeah.
Delene's like, you don't have to cast the spell. You can hire someone to cast the spell.
Oh, but the last time I hired someone to cast a spell, I have to take her out to dinner and a show, and then she wants me to, like, go back to her place afterwards. There's so many things that I have to keep up with. If I keep hiring
The
people-
energy of the room has shifted dangerously, and
Karvis-
she holds you
If I
by the
keep hiring
shoulders.
people for magic.
I can find someone, Jolene. It's okay. Klesh doesn't have to do it.
Karvis,
Oh,
Yes.
mind your business.
Okay.
And she looks you dead in the face, Klesh, and she goes, who?
God, what was her name?
Oh my god, that was so many months ago, dude. How am I supposed to find that? I don't even know if I wrote that down.
I don't know either. I just work here. I don't fucking know.
Before my time.
Jesus. It was that bitch. I don't know. Alright.
It started with a W.
Somehow. Okay.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn.
Klesh says the name.
And she goes, what were the terms of your agreement, dear?
Well, we needed to change Hopper from a small horse to a big horse, and then she said that she could do that for me, and I said that was very kind, and I wanted to pay her gold for her magic, but then she said it's okay that I didn't need to pay her gold. All I had to do was spend an evening with her at a show and then have a meal. And I thought that was fair, and I could treat her to a meal if, you know, that's what she wanted instead of gold.
Okay.
Smile.
I look at I
Low-key
just
fair trade.
I look at Delina and be like, I tried to tell her.
Tell them.
And then
Tell
and then
them.
she kept crawling into my arms. It was very weird. She was very weak from casting the spell, but every time I tried to put her down, she would faint.
You have that effect on people, dear.
Oh, flush.
Yeah. And she's like, noted. Thank you. Okay.
Okay.
So she's like, if you guys need some extra cash to do a brain meld spell, I can front that.
Also-
thank you.
While I am enamored by Deline,
She's statuesque. She's
I-
gorgeous. Yeah.
like I half-hearted when Klesh said that he was dating Deline. I like half-hearted. Obviously, I believed him, but it is
Them.
It is them. Sorry. But it is semi-high and equivalence in my mind, and so
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
You're right.
when I like, can I roll like a perception or inception? Like,
Insight.
do I?
Inception.
Yeah. I
Insight.
don't know.
I mean,
Um,
Deline
do I
has
know-
been so
because
all
it
over
is-
Flesh.
right, like over the Klesh can barely breathe, and like it is.
Yeah.
And while I am enamored, I'm like, why is she so? I can't know if I'm trying to decipher why Klesh.
Why
other
she's with him?
I mean, not like
Yeah,
in a bad
excuse
way, if that makes sense. You know,
Like
I
what?
don't- I,
What is attractive
what's
about
the
them to
reasoning?
her?
Right.
Well, apparently
like,
Klesh is pretty attractive
So,
and androgynous, so it's lovely.
so yeah.
You're talking in a like a purely
Ma-
physical manner.
Yeah.
Klesh
Yeah.
is an attractive being,
Yeah.
and then Klesh has a good heart too.
True.
So
But
yeah.
this is-
Yeah, Leaf, go ahead and make me an insight check, because no, I don't believe Klesh has a lot of what you're interested in typically. So I can see that being like, what do they got that I don't?
Right.
They don't even have fur. I got fur.
Insight 14.
14, you're like,
Oh, that's
sometimes
great.
humans are into weird things. And so, like, maybe
yeah.
maybe this Verdan has something going on that
Yeah.
Deline just was like, I need this. Or, you know, maybe Klesh is well endowed in some way, or has particular skills. If they're not magical,
But I
maybe they're
don't-
very dexterous.
I don't.
You know,
That I don't have. I'm very dexterous. I'm just not very strong.
no,
Just
no.
Does Klesh know what Shibari is?
And Klesh has a Klesh has a bit of strength. Actually, someone they have met someone who knows what Shibari is. That was a fun. Anyway, and so yeah, Leaf, you're like I think maybe Klesh is just the right.
I was trying to
just the
discern
right
if it was
Venn
like a spell.
diagram. No,
Right,
it is
okay.
not a compulsion. This is 100% legit.
Was it Widelia?
Okay. Yeah, right.
Vibes. bro.
Widelia, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
was. I told you it was a W.
Yeah, I had a look.
Thank you.
I found it.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's Widelia.
Who's also a crew member.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she. Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
for
of
you,
course
Klesh. That's a, yeah. Good
Thank
for
you. I don't know why you're telling him. They have no idea why you're saying that to them, but like, oh, thank you.
But I do.
Fine.
Like, good. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
Perhaps
I'm
we
doing
can.
very well right now, so thank you. I appreciate it.
Aline, perhaps we can contact in the morning before we leave.
Okay.
Atarik about this.
Sure.
Okay.
I offered, I advise because I have a vested interest in Clash and, and his friend and their friends. I want to make sure that if you wish to do it out of the goodness of your own hearts, I guess, sure. But when able, get paid.
Thank you for your advice.
It's gotten me this far.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that we do this and they wouldn't reward us in some way for doing it.
Sure.
I
But,
see.
That's
Deline, we fundamentally see money differently, but I appreciate your insight, and I druidcraft over my ears and just stare at just long ears staring.
Pet me, please.
Yeah.
I am so cute. Pet me. He does the big kitty eyes with they were gonna get rounder.
pulls the Puss in Boots, yeah.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
slightly
mhm.
fluffier.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go to my room now. Thank you for the room, Deline.
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm gonna see everyone in the morning, and hopefully Polly and Hazel will be back.
You actually hear them quabbling down the hallway.
Oh, there they are.
I told you they'd
Karvis,
find
you
some
want
more
to share a
things.
room?
Actually,
What?
Deline sort of looks over. She's like, "Jim, was it Jim? Jim."
Yeah, Jin with an N.
I
Jim.
wasn't
Well,
sure whether or
It's
not
kinda Jin.
whether you wanted a tub. So there's one in the room if you need it.
Cool. I don't need one. It's been a while since I've slept on a bed. I just like floating in the water. It's great, It's just completely weightless. It's amazing on your back. I'll give it a shot in the bed. Let's see how they go.
Interesting. What if someone were to make a bed out of water?
That
Really?
would be very
Like that.
interesting.
I imagine
It
it
sounds
would
like it'd be wet.
No, you put it in sort of a bladder or something, And the
a
motion-
whale's bladder, maybe.
and motion thereof might be interesting.
Okay, well,
Give that a shot.
I'm
I'll be your
gonna.
tester.
Question to Lean, the mattress queen.
I'm gonna let Polly and Hazel know what happened, and I'm gonna go to my room. Good night, everyone.
Good night, dear.
And
Good night, Karvis.
And
Good night,
I
Karvis.
walk out with Bane, just very awkwardly, this is getting weird. Good night.
I had no idea that the conversation was happening because I was just listening to the meadow. And once I see you awkwardly stumble out, I'm like, time to go. I'm gonna make a tree and leaf, and
Klesh like almost doubles over laughing, like so tickled.
I'm glad. I
That's the
appreciate
best thing ever.
it. And
You're
I'm gonna
always
go-
like that. You're so funny, Leaf.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'll double up on it and be like, I'm gonna be like the ocean and see you later.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
I say don't be silly, wrap your lily dog.
Klesh can't breathe. It's oh my gosh. They're going through like an asthma attack. It's terrible.
Deline looks like she's in pain.
And,
My poor sweet
don't-
Klesh.
I gotta go donate this money before I go to bed. I gotta remember to do that. How late is it right now?
I followed Karvis because I had mentioned Karvis, do you want
evening.
to share a room? But I
Yeah.
don't think they heard me.
It's
Yeah,
after
yeah. You
dinner.
can, if you show up, she's just like, yeah, okay.
Bar's
Yeah.
still open?
You gonna
Oh yeah,
sleep
bar's open all night.
in the tub?
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, I'll take the tub.
Okay.
Just tell her I slept in the bed, but I'm gonna sleep in the tub.
Okay.
I'm gonna go find a tree.
Yeah, you head back to the Enclave. Yeah, you
Yeah.
hear. I don't think this would be too off-brand for their characters. That Polly continues to fret loudly in a high-pitched voice about not being caught by her mom, and Hazel continues to neander and babble about how everything's going to be fine.
That's about right. That's very fair.
So, long rest.
Long rest.
Long rests all around.
Before we do, I give them the 30 gold. Well, I guess it's like probably 29 and whatever we spent on nachos.
Right.
But I give that to the people. I'm like, build a little garden or something. But I appreciate all of the accommodations and continue doing the Lord's work in Druidic. I would have said that since they would know.
Well,
Mother
you're
Nature's
holding
work.
on to it, that's why. JC's feeding our cat treats, but not letting her eat the treat, and so is getting her fingers bit because she keeps holding on to the treat. And I'm like,
But
whose
that's
fault
weirdly
is this?
really cute, and I like it when Sasha does that too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A nibble.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a nibble. It was a chomp. I was like,
It didn't, I mean, it
But
wasn't
she
like
stops.
a full like.
it's no,
Yeah.
no, it's
That's really cute.
White.
So yeah,
Okay.
and then
And Dan.
rocks fall and you all die. All right, so
I believe it.
end of game. The next day dawns. You have 24 hours to stop the moon from crashing into the planet.
I can't figure out how to
Flash
get
gets a
them
premonition.
And so you all wake up refreshed and revived, and in your respective dispositions, you roll out. Polly and Hazel do whatever they're gonna do, and what's your next move? What are you doing?
We got. Is this the day of travel?
You could. The caravan's ready to leave whenever you guys decide you need to leave, because they only needed the day to. They only needed an extra day to restock provisions to keep heading south.
Okay.
But
So we can keep going because Polly didn't want to see her mom.
Mhm.
We already saw my parents. We saw Klesh's parents, kind of, right?
Parent,
Yeah.
surrogate
Parents,
parent.
We talked about my parents
yeah, it'll be weird. It'll be weird when you meet
And
his
they're-
parents.
in their gruesome murder.
And then we found out that Karvis's parents are in a completely other realm.
Mm. But yeah, I say we hop back on the caravan and continue going because we don't know how long we have to.
Well,
Pardon me.
I thought we were
Well,
going to
we have
use Delene's help
Yeah.
to send a message.
Oh,
First.
right.
Yeah, we have to magic talk to.
Yeah, can
Atarik.
Polly or Hazel do that?
No,
Okay.
Maybe
definitely not Polly.
Hazel might. Let me see. Actually, if you
Was
pull
it-
up Hazel's character on D&D Beyond, you can probably see what their
Oh,
spell
yeah.
list is.
That's,
If-
that's
I
true.
bet you I can.
If Elisa's keeping it up to date, which maybe.
Wow, so aggressive in the biting.
Yeah. It's,
Let's see. View campaign.
Bards do get sending.
Spells,
So it's an
dancing
option.
lights,
You want
mending, disguise self,
Sending.
fairy fire, feather fall, healing word, and heroism.
Nate, you
Oh.
literally have 3 characters in here.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
It's
And
fine.
like
You're
you guys,
also still
you
at
guys
level
said,
3.
are we
We're
higher?
supposed to be level 4 right now.
Oh,
We'll
then
figure
I
that out
could've
later.
turned into- I could have turned into some cooler. I can fly now, dog. Literally.
So what I would suggest is that we go back to Tanner, because Tanner seems to have a way maybe to communicate with them.
Well, they communicated with Tanner.
That's right, but he might know some way to communicate back
That's
with
fair.
him,
Sure.
even if he doesn't do it. So that would be Karvis's suggestion, is to go find Tanner.
So you head back to the Four Flags.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, you head back to the Four Flags, and you see Tanner's table, but it is a much different tableau than last you saw. There are now a stack of papers, like at his arm, and there's one singular tankard and a half-eaten meal farther away, and he seems to be poring over one particular scroll. And there's someone like standing at the other side of the table, like waiting to see what his response is as you guys approach.
I walk up and I go, can you?
Hey, Tanner. Good morning. How are you today?
And he looks up. He's like, "Oh, hi. Terrible, but good to see you."
Wonderful. Do you know how we can reach Atarik magically?
The person standing over the table sort of like looks over at you guys, and Tanner looks up and he's like, "Check the badges. They're with the guild." And the guy who was like given the stink face was like, sort of does that like, "Okay, fine, I guess," sort of look, and he looks up and he's like, Tanner looks over at you guys. He goes, "Yeah, just a second." Tanner rolls up the scroll and he hands it back to the guy at the table. He's like, "That's not going to be enough for what you're asking. So you need to come back with another offer. It's going to cost more." And the guy's like, "More?" And Tanner's like, "Or we could not." and the guy's like, I'll go. We'll be back." And he's like, "Pleasure doing business with you." And the guy takes the scroll and walks off out of the bar. And Tanner looks up at you guys. He's like, "This part of the business sucks. All right."
Was that one of the mercenaries?
I agree. I don't care for paperwork either.
No, he's a private, or he's a lackey for a noble, and they're trying to hire some like personal police, for when the storm half orcs come rampaging through New Wall. Like, that's gonna happen. But whatever, it's coin, so that's what we do.
Okay.
Atarik, you guys need to reach the old man?
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay. Yeah, sure. All right. So we have a few people we tap for this sort of thing. You're going to head down to the southern quarter, and you're going to... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I think we're going to lose Sam here real quick.
Why?
Or no, they're back? They posted in chat.
Oh, okay. That's
He
funny
does
because
look
it's...
well frozen.
Oh, okay, no, okay, yeah. That's all right. We'll figure it out. Let's keep going until it
All right.
retags.
And he's like, yeah, you're gonna want this person. You're gonna want to talk to. Colgan, Kulgan.
Hogan.
He's got a shop down there, and it's got a little cross wand and a little cross wizard hat, and he'll be able to do the spell for you. And it's gonna cost you a few bucks. Let me see That's spell casting.
There
Hey!
it is.
There we
Aw,
go.
In
Oh,
the same
sweet.
square.
Yeah, awesome.
Beautiful.
I can't wait till I don't live with roommates.
Sorry, dude.
Oh man.
I feel that.
Yeah. So Sydney's a 3rd level. And that cost a money.
You're a money.
Your mom's a money.
Maybe.
And I might have just been looking at it. Expenses. There we go. Services. Spellcasting.
Everything went quiet.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I'm thinking.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? So I was,
He's
Well,
like,
it's fine.
yeah, you ask, so you get in there, you ask for Colgan specifically, and when he comes back, when he comes out, or if he's not at the counter, you flash him the badge and be like, hey, we need to talk to the old man. And he should charge you 30 gold. He's going to ask for 50 because he's a swindler, but also that's how much it should cost, but we only have to pay 30. So
okay.
remind him of that if you need to.
30 gold.
Gently. Don't get rowdy with him. He's a good guy.
Okay. Da, da, da.
You
Well,
okay?
yeah, I was just like, if each of us pitch in 5 gold, I can
Wait,
cover.
it's for crew business?
Yeah. You said
We
30.
can.
You said 30 for
We get
crew
discounts.
business?
Delane said she'd cover magic costs, by the way.
I guess.
Oh well, if it's for crew business, then he can put it on our tab.
We can expense it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They got this crazy thing
We
called
got the-
Expensify.
You ain't got the group card. You ain't got the company card, Club.
Okay, we can put it on
No.
my tab.
It's my favorite thing every week is racking up $500 on Jack's card.
Nice.
Okay. Let's go then, I guess, to find him.
I'm also down not to talk to Atarik and just go with the whole we come back with Ding Dong's head after I eat his body. I'm probably not gonna do that, but
I mean, Deline said we should do this. I mean, we asked them. They say no, we go. They say yes, great. We still go.
It's kind of,
Okay.
it's not asking, it's informing.
Yeah, what are we saying?
Here's the thing. My
Does
my
sending require
strategy
25
is-
words or less?
Yes.
we don't
Uh,
we don't ask for permission. We beg for forgiveness.
Not a bad idea.
I mean,
But-
I heard that.
If we do this, we have 25 words or less.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to make an Arcana check, you can get a
To
little
see
more.
if I would actually know that.
No,
I
I'm
mean-
going to give it to you because it's an uncommon but not super rare spell
7.
with advantage because you actually came up with it. So I'm
Oh.
going to give it to you.
I only have a +1. 14.
There you go. Yeah. So it doesn't have an expensive material component. And yeah, 25 words or less.
1, 2, 3, 4.
And
Does that include characters or no? Like if I wanted to pose a question,
what?
No, it's
words.
inflection of voice. Inflection of voice.
Yeah.
Inflection.
and then-
What is it?
You can answer in a like manner immediately. So Atarik will be able to answer back. And yeah.
because he knows about Sir Ding Dong killing my parents.
Oh, how
So
many-
That's like why I joined. Because
Yeah.
I was joined as like a kid. So I'm trying to think if
How many words did it have to be?
25.
25.
Oh, damn, I was 3 words over.
Because I had told him I would join on the pretense of someday, like, doing.
I think we could just say that while we're in Stormheft,
Mm-hmm.
we will get intel about the general. Can you pay
So
us?
what I'm going to propose is something like, I'm trying to count it out, but like, remember why I joined, and then like, we have a potential lead on.
So
Cut out remember
Lancelot,
why
what's
and
it
just
called?
I joined to kill blank
So with the
and
14,
then blah blah blah.
Jin remembers that Kulgan will be the one casting this spell, communicating to Atarik. So it won't be one of your
Okay,
voices.
I've got 25 words.
It'll be
Oh.
Kulgan.
Okay.
What do you got?
I've got
I
Atarik. We'd like to go on a quest to take down Lancelot to better everyone's lives and want it to be sanctioned by you.
I like it.
Okay.
We get a. And how much gold does it cost? 5 apiece.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
put
each
it
gonna
on my
get
tab.
five.
We can,
Oh right,
easy
tab.
money.
Yeah, we're gonna put it on
Easy money.
Klesh's
So
tab.
if we gotta do a couple
Tab, tab, tab.
messages, we can telegram it back and forth.
I'm like,
Klesh,
I already
like
have
it.
that gold.
make me an insight
Yeah,
check.
I like that.
Yes.
Or an int check, either or.
It'll have to be insight because I have no int.
Sure.
Ooh,
I disagree. I think you have
that
some
would be a
intelligence.
16.
You don't have to say his name at the top.
Because it's being sent directly to him.
I know.
Yeah, but
like-
then we get an extra word. But yeah, I'm down.
Okay, well, what's the
just-
extra 1 word that we need?
We don't need
You
an
don't need
extra
to use
one
the
word.
word.
You don't need to fill all 25
Also,
slots.
the end is a little wordy.
Dog.
True. You could drop off the bye.
We'd like to go on a quest to take down Lancelot to better everyone's lives.
Oh
Please
wait,
sanction this
who's
quest.
we? Who's we? We have to. Who's
Oh,
we?
Yeah,
he
you
knows
might
who
say
he
that-
is.
I
Well,
guess
he
that's
knows that
true.
it's-
He would know that.
Yeah, if it's
Well-
coming from Klesh, you would know.
No,
And
it's coming
avenge
from
Leaf.
Kulgan.
I would say.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
coming
it's
from
coming from
Hogan.
Hogan.
So then, yeah, you need to
Right,
say
so we.
Klesh.
Yeah.
Klesh here.
Well, you could say Klesh at the bottom. So what I would say would be your thing, right? But then say, and avenge Leaf, and then at the bottom, instead of
Extra
addressing
word
it
is
to
please.
Atarik, put from you, like comma. You know what I mean?
Party.
Godspeed, if you can fit it in. Godspeed, Klesh at the end. Because you can say we, and then I like to avenge Leaf. Godspeed.
Okay. Klesh and party request a quest to take down Lancelot to better everyone's lives and want it to
Yeah.
be sanctioned.
No.
Please?
See, so I don't like that. Because I'd rather.
We're not putting you in, Lee.
I don't
We're
have
not
enough gold.
mentioning
I can't pay.
revenge.
I
This
can't
is
pay.
supposed to better every
Leaf and friends want to avenge.
Leaf, make me an
You killed
insight
my
check.
parents.
Leaf, make me an insight check.
Party request a quest to take down Lancelot to better.
I like it. Let's do that.
13.
He'll remember. They know you're
Oh, okay.
there.
True.
And
He knows you're.
True.
Yeah,
yeah.
Atarik totally knows that you're part of my crew now.
True.
My crew.
I'm upset. He killed my family.
Mhm.
I apologize.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's.
I swirl my 3 little things in my hand. We'll fidget spinner calling it.
Are you like Jared or Jared? Jared?
So,
What?
Oh, this fancy guy who lives in.
oh, that does the thing.
From
Yep.
the labyrinth.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jareth.
Yeah.
Jareth.
Yeah.
Yes.
Jareth.
Yeah.
We have
You
a
don't
friend
know
named
how much-
Jared, so I can't.
You don't
like-
know how much I really just hope that someday David Bowie shows up at my door and takes me on an adventure that
It's
nobody
called,
will ever believe. but
Death. He is going to be the person that reaps your soul.
David Bowie
I
is
ho-
God.
I do hope so.
David Bowie's the new Reaper. I like it.
Sure.
All right.
Only if Freddie
I
Mercury
did.
can be mine,
Okay, why not?
Did anyone watch Flight of the Conchords?
of course.
Oh my god.
Oh, David Bowie. Anyway,
Okay.
My favorite.
all right.
episode.
Klesh writes down.
The 25 words.
Yep, it's actually 23 words.
Exquisite.
Wonderful.
Bringing it under.
You make your way downtown. Fuck you, you're a seagull.
Make my way downtown.
And you guys get to the shop that has the hat and wand. And you walk in, and there's this kid behind the counter, and he's like, "Welcome to the Wizarding World of the Hat and Wand. How can I help you today?"
Hi, we'd like to send a message.
All right, the
Cool,
message
Atarik.
spell costs 10 gold.
We
that's it?
have a tab.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got a sugar mama.
The target must be within 120 feet, and you must be
Hold
able
on.
to see them.
Easy. Hold on. 120 feet?
Yeah, you
I'm
said
sorry.
message.
I said message, not sending. Excuse me, sir.
The sending
I meant
spell
sending.
will be 50 gold, and you must have a detailed description of the individual. Otherwise, the spell may be inaccurate, and we are not held responsible for dropped messages.
It's 30 gold, and then what's on a tab?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I am. I don't know what I am anymore. Fucking Captain. I am Captain Klesh of Atarik crew.
Feel
Karvis is
promotion.
like,
Can you do that?
are you? Can I?
When you do that,
I'm captain.
I thump my tail on the ground a couple times.
I just go, I'm a captain. When did you become a captain?
Here.
She says this out
You're
loud.
not a captain.
Not a cap. I'm not a captain.
No.
No,
Where am I?
well, I'm a crew lieutenant for one thing.
Right.
Are you properly a lieutenant?
Yes.
Did we figure that out?
Slide.
Yes.
That's a pretty good rank. I don't.
I know, but it's not. I don't think it's the rank that I deserve.
Oh, I'm just a lieutenant.
I mean, okay.
When did you
It's just
become
I
captain? What about
completely,
Hazel?
I completely
I
agree
don't
that
think
Hazel
that
doesn't agree.
Hazel-
I
We've
agree
been
Hazel
over
doesn't deserve
this.
to be a
Yes,
captain.
that's the thing is, I don't think that I should be a lower rank than Hazel.
We've been
And
over
that's
this.
what bugs
Well,
Klesh.
Anyways,
life's
but,
not
like,
fair, and neither is D&D. Okay,
Karvis would
so-
just be like, wait, when did you get promoted?
I was like,
Right this minute.
so the
You
kid
can do that?
the kid pulls out a tome.
He says crew lieutenant. Like the Klesh says crew lieutenant. Lisa wants to be a captain.
And starts flipping through it, and he's like, "All right, when would you like to schedule the sending spell? We have an opening. The first available opening is next week at about 7 bells in the morning. But those usually get canceled, so you'll probably be better the week after that at 3 bells in the afternoon.
You don't have any
I look at my.
You
Oh,
don't,
go ahead.
you don't have any cancellations for today?
He's like, no, it's booked up today.
I can stand outside and make sure no one comes in until we get our sending spell.
How
Klesh
do
does
we
not encourage you, but winks.
How do we make this priority?
I
Because
just
it's
stand at the
going-
door with my arms crossed.
It's going to Atarik, and it's very important.
I understand that your sending spell is very important, and the soonest we can book you reasonably.
Your call is very important to
He
us.
looks sad and exhausted that this is a thing that keeps happening. Like apparently this is not something new, and he's like, yeah, the soonest one we can do is 3 p.m. and you can stand there all day, sir. Usually these kind of things are done in the back office, so they wouldn't actually come through the front door, and it is the majority of our income, so you stopping any foot traffic from purchasing the wares on the would be sad, and we would not appreciate it, and if you stay there too long, we'll have to summon the guard.
Wait, I was told to talk to Colgan.
Oh. Okay. And he flips the book back closed, and he's like, I'll be just a moment.
Thank
And
you.
he hops off his stool
Oh, that was
and
the
goes in,
metaphor.
and he goes back into the back.
She's ready to speak to your manager.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Tanner
Way
said,
to
talk to
Karen it up,
Colgan.
Colgan, yeah, no, he said talk to Colgan, and I was like, wait a second.
And so after a minute or two, you see this guy with a skull cap, sort of hat, and big bushy beard, mustache. You're like, that dude's a wizard, hell yeah! And he's got the robe, and he's got a big old gut, and he's got a big gnarled staff, and he's sort of like brushing something out of his beard, and he's like, good morning.
Good morning.
How can I help you?
Morning.
Good morning. We were sent by Tanner to talk to you so we could send a message to Atarik.
Oh.
Now.
Atarik. You ever tell you the story of the time me and him were... Oh, right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh. All right, that'll be 50 gold.
30. Tanner said
it's on the
30.
tab.
We're
Are
a
you
tab.
are you
So you don't have
members
to
of
deal
the
with it.
organization?
Yes,
I
here's
am
my
yeah,
badge.
talk to the guy.
Lieutenant Klesh of Atarik's crew.
Lieutenant Karvis.
Lieutenant Jin.
Y'all are getting busy out here. Goodness, Tanner and then
I don't
the
know,
other
man.
guy, and wow. Okay, all right, come on back. And he starts clopping back into the back room. And,
And you can put this on my tab.
he's like, oh, trust me, we'll get the money. Don't worry. That's if you guys are badge carrying crew members, we know you're good for it. All right, come on back. And you walk into this back room, actually through a hallway and then into another room, and it looks a little bit like a harem den with cushions and stuff, and
This looks like Delene's apartment back home.
yes, it does. And go ahead and make me either an Arcana or Perception check.
Everyone?
Yeah, whoever cares.
Perception.
It's interesting info. It's not necessarily useful info.
Ooh, 19.
That would be a 17 for
17.
Klesh. Ooh.
21 for Arcana.
All right,
17 for both Klesh and Leaf.
tight.
Well done.
Yeah, you all obviously noticed that underneath the like cushions and stuff on the floor, there's a big old summoning circle set up, and like this is a multi-purpose magic room.
Ooh, fancy.
That can be put to use, but is made to look like it's a very comfy, cozy, welcoming space.
Karvis looks around very appreciatively, like, I like what you did here. This is really good.
And he sort of,
Nice.
you see the sort of,
Subtle.
you see the sort of squint as he sets his staff against the wall. He's like, I see you're a woman of culture as well.
I have like my bone, and I just sort of like pat it. It's gilded. It's a gilded bone.
And he's like, ooh, maybe we could talk later.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's fair.
He looks over. He's like, sorry. Yeah. Okay. All right. So what do you want to tell that old goat? What do you got? So 25 words. He will be able to respond with 25 words. Like you can tell he's in the spiel now, right? And it's a script. And he's like, you can tell that it's a minor cantrip, that like the lights dim and there's a bit of a breeze, and he's putting a little drama on it.
Wow, your magic is really fun to watch.
And he's like, yeah, I know. Okay, so tell me what you wish to communicate across distance and time to Atarik.
Can you read it again?
Actually, he calls him by his first name, and which he does have. It's a good name too. It's a boy's name.
Shannon.
It's Mulan.
It's Ping. Ping Atarik.
Ding!
No. Where is it? Oh no, his first name's Atarik.
Yeah.
His last name is Salan. Salann. But yeah, no, then he would just refer to him as Atarik. I'm like, what are we telling Atarik? And he sort of says it with a bit of a drop that you're like, they have history. So yes, for the purposes of dramatic effect, read off those 23 words again.
Klesh and Party request a quest to take down Lancelot to better the lives of everyone, and would like it sanctioned by the crew.
Colgan has already, his eyes have like rolled back, and he seems to be muttering arcane words, and you all feel a little bit of a bristle of the hair on your neck stand up, or your scales sort of tingle.
I lean over to Jin. I was like, that's how you know it's a good one.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
man.
no, this one's legit. Like that's not him putting on the razzle dazzle. That's like the arcane energies
Yeah.
he's wielding.
I feel
And-
like I would try to like touch Karvis and like do like electricity zap when you accidentally Ugh.
Klesh is sketching the moment. Like,
Jin,
oh, wow.
Jin, make me an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm not good at that.
No, I just want to see
Oh my
what
god,
you.
I got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Plus one.
Plus 1.
21.
So as you are like, like you're like, here it comes, like when I touch the electric eels, right? You feel the zap roll all through your body. You get a jolt, like someone just bit you, like something just stung you. You're like, yeah, right?
Yeah, I just look at them though. I'm all like, could you not?
You can't hear her as she says that because the stun just percolates all through your being. You swear you hear Carrie go, wow. Sorry, I almost got you.
Don't do that one.
Hey, you took the drink. That's your fault.
I'm gonna spray it that way next time.
No. But suddenly you remember vividly that Karvis isn't from this plane. She got here somehow, and if you can find someone as powerful as maybe Kulgan, or maybe even more powerful, like Falstaff, there might be a way to send her home.
Ooh.
I loved like the chorus of head shaking, and it was just like no from Klesh. And then we were like, yes.
Or someone else. There might be someone powerful enough to do it that's not Falstaff, but like that's this fat fox who has the ability to resurrect people and send people on missions has sort of captured your imagination a little bit, because these crazy air breathers are kind of funny.
I lean over and I say that to Klesh.
Oh.
We are not.
Karvis, Klesh.
Klesh. I say it to Klesh. I go, yo, I think if we found someone powerful enough, we might be able to find out where Karvis is from.
I mean, there was a. Oh, what
So,
was his name?
just after Klesh says the words to Kulgan, you hear him mutter the words, and you guys start talking because like, we don't know. And then you hear him reply back, and then you hear Kulgan's voice. Incoming message from Atarik.
Oh,
and you hear him sort of go as he says, oh crap, I had it. Read me what you wrote once more.
Klesh and party request the quest to take down Lancelot to better the lives of all, and want it sanctioned by the crew.
Right. And sort of with the eyes rolled still back, you can hear Atarik's voice coming through Kulgan, and
Ooh.
it sounds it's kind of terrifying. It's kind of disconcerting.
It can't draw anymore. Like, ooh.
Yeah, and
Oh, Sam.
yes.
She just sighed real big.
Oh.
Go for it. Don't die.
They used up like every other word.
Sure, if you can pull it off, big bucks. What else? What else?
Go team.
No. He's like, I'm sure Leaf will be happy. Was that 25? Ike. And then
Love
Kulgan
it.
goes,
There you go, Leaf.
and then Kulgan goes, oh. Did you get it?
Yeah, thank
Yes, can you
thank
tell him thank you?
Yeah.
He
There's
knows.
a whole other
I'm-
like way more
I'm
to
purring.
yeah.
I'm purring a little bit. Not a little bit. That's
Yeah.
yeah.
I look at
See?
Bane and I was like, you should learn how to do that.
Bane's just nodding like, oh, I know. Don't you worry. You see
He
the
just-
little you see the little paw like
he just growls
right here.
instead and
Oh.
attempts. He's
No,
just
it's
like,
just that the paw comes up
guess-
at an awkward angle because it's actually just a Muppet and he's right here. Sorry.
I
what
can't
is-
speak with animals.
Oh,
boy.
Yeah,
Alright,
I got to tell Bane we're going on a,
you do?
Bane
needs
voice,
to know.
Bane
You
voice,
cast speak with
Bane
animal.
voice.
Speak with plant. No, he's not a plant. As far as you know. All right. Verbally communicate with right.
Really loves this spot between his eyes rubbed.
You cast speak with animal, and you look down at Bane, and what do you say to Bane?
Hello. My name is
What's up,
Leaf.
dog?
So
What's up, dog?
So you shove your snoot into his rear end.
What?
Well, that's how you communicate. That's how you say hello in dog.
Absolutely.
And he comes around to your tail, and he's like, "Hello, Leaf. Yes, I'm aware of your name."
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to introduce myself and say that we were going on we're going to this guy. This mission we're going on is just personal to me, and we haven't had a chance to meet. And so I wanted to thank you for agreeing to come with us. And also, are you from the plane that?
Karvis.
Are you from the same place Karvis is?
I forget. Was he? No, you picked him up. Okay, yeah. He's like, I appreciate your candor and your greeting in my own tongue. That, well, so to speak. No need to lick there. I don't think we're quite that close. But no, I've been aware of mostly what you've been talking about this entire time. And no, I'm actually of this plane, much like you, Karvis. I took her in when she showed up, and she's kind of a stray. So I figured I'd keep an eye on her, and thus far she's been paying me in scraps for my services, and it's been quite a beneficial arrangement we've had.
Sweet. Yeah, no, because
Makes me so happy.
So ridiculous.
Sad to break up the duo, but we could send her back to her plane if she was curious, and I didn't know if that was ever, so if you were from the same place, that's why I'd asked.
Oh, by all means, if that's what makes her happy, if she has a good home there, hopefully she has someone to adopt her there, but yes.
I have 10 minutes I say out loud, I look up I'm assuming I'm on all fours, going back and forth, and I'm
Karvis is just sort of like, okay, this is happening.
Klesh is now sketching this.
Colgan has pulled out a pipe and has packed it and has lit it, and he's observing. He's like, it's not often someone does magic for me. All right.
Yo, can I hit that?
And he's like, well, yeah, sure.
Thanks. But as I go to hit it, I'm like, I got 10 minutes that I can talk to old Bane here.
Oh.
If there is anything that Karvis, that you'd like me to say, since I can. I'm happy to be a mediator between the two.
You get a paw on your leg, Leaf, and he goes, please tell her she has been a very good girl.
Aww.
He says you've been a good girl, and
you get the soulful eyes.
Oh, babe. Oh, thank you. Actually, I've kind of talked to Bane once, and I've always felt that he could understand me very well. So I don't think I have to tell you anything else, Bane. You know I love you. You're my best buddy.
Yeah.
And she's
licking. Oh, there's some crumbs. Oh God,
That's right, buddy. It's okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, yes, you're my best friend too. Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Snacks.
He does say he would like some more snacks, but no, I'm just kidding. I made that up. But I got you. I say I got you, dog.
I got you, dog. God.
And actually, when you say snack in common, he turns around. He's like, "Yes, more snacks, please. Never enough snacks. I need the energy, the calories that drive me. That's it's essential."
Bane, I can see him looking like boring holes and like barking at him.
No, yeah, back and
forth. And I'm
yeah.
just like,
Bane has become very excited. He's
I was like, Bane,
treats.
Bane,
I crave treats.
Bane, you just
I probably
ate.
shouldn't have mentioned that.
I look at him and I was like, Bane, I am more than happy to give you treats, But you ate a whole thing of nachos last night, and your farts were terrible. So no more nachos.
I heard the no
I
word.
also-
I do not appreciate this word. I do not think I deserve it. I have been a very good boy.
Agreed. But Bane, the human speakers, we gotta go back to our adventure. But if there is ever a time that you do need to say something to me or it comes up, I'm here to talk, and we have a way to speak. And always look after her. Keep taking care of her, and thank you for doing that. I appreciate it.
Though you confuse me, you are a true friend. Thank you.
I appreciate
I will resist the urge to chase you. I continue to resist the urge. You feel very chaseable, but I think it would
I
be.
give him the I like rear back and give him a little. We play around. I let him to. So
Oh, I
can
like
play
this
around.
very much. This is my favorite.
Right. Yeah.
I just wish to gnaw on your head. just gently,
That
just
I
until,
believe, right.
just until a little prickle of blood comes out. Just not a lot, though.
Yeah.
I think you understand these urges.
Go for it, dog.
No,
And,
no, I would not. I should not. No, that is how I stay a good boy.
We can play around.
Yeah, now they're wrestling on the ground and like it's
Like
weird.
fighting.
Leaf, like we should do this outside. This is a magical place.
Colgan's
I'm,
like, nah, let
I'm
him
big and-
go.
I'm big and he's big, but
Yeah, I was like,
reckless abandon. I'm a bull in the ground. I'm a
What
reckless
if they
abandon.
break something? I can't afford to pay that.
He's like,
Okay,
oh
I
no,
stop. We'll
prestidigitation is
stop.
fine. Everything else is magic. Like they'd is he a magic dog?
Kinda.
You got any magic? Before I go, you got any magic, dog?
He's like, there is always a magic in a good boy.
That I believe.
and so Culkin's like, it's fine. No, I've had some very rambunctious guests in this room before. No, they're fine. They're fine.
Okay.
Let them roll. It's delightful.
Well, thank you for your help.
Anytime, especially if it's on Atarik's tab. Ha!
Remind me again. You use component or you use word or
He sort of pulls out of a sleeve. He's like, yes, a small copper wire, and he slides it back in. He's like, but it doesn't get consumed. It's fine. No,
Right.
it's all from my it's parts and it's labor, not so much parts. Ha!
Right. Oh, okay. Alright, I go focus. Lots of focus.
Well, yes, no, absolutely. Well, because this is a little more than the. So yes, if you use the focus, and then there's the no. Yes, it's fine. Yes.
Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. We can head out now.
Agreed.
If you're all done wrestling. Are y'all done wrestling?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My name is Bane, and I love you. No.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys head out then.
Yeah.
Right click the speaker thing on buff.
I mean, we gotta go get to Lean, and then I get to tell Lean that I was great, and I negotiated big bucks from Atarik. Negotiated. And,
She said, what? She was talking about fronting the money for some spell or something. What was she,
well, she
had
said that
some-
if we needed money to use the magic messaging spell, that she would happily pay that. But she doesn't need to.
I don't think she mentioned it wasn't a spell for sending a message, if I remember correctly. Was it?
No, that's what it was. Unless you're
Yeah.
getting
Oh,
at
was
something
it?
else, Nate. Leave.
No, I genuinely thought when we were talking about like a political assassination that she suggested some like necromancy spell or something. Or
No.
Oh, well, that's a next
Well,
level.
you
I thought
were-
she-
Yeah.
You
I
were
thought
so
she-
enamored by her, you made up your own
I
little story. Wow.
truly was. And I also low key think she is the killer. But I'm here for Klesh.
You and everyone else in the party. Don't worry.
You and Klesh, I'm here for it. Like I'm very happy for you, dog. But
Even
I
Klesh-
love
Very happy
faster.
for you, dog.
Even Klesh wrestled with that for a while. So yeah, no, don't worry. I think Hazel's still convinced that she was the
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah, Hazel is.
So yeah, so don't worry, you're in good company. Well, you're in Hazel's company, so I don't know if that's. But anyway,
I'm just not sold. But I'm here.
Good. That's exactly
But
the vibe that I'm looking for.
But I support your relationship with her because I'm just enamored by her. So
Excellent. Klesh, you are. She loves it when you take charge, and it's very cute. And I don't want to go through all that right now.
Thank you.
What? So with that. Oh, what?
I was gonna say, because we packed for a non-tactical journey,
Yeah.
I think we should take the time to stock up on murder shit.
Okay.
Murder shit.
So with that, I will let you guys do that out of game, doing the shopping montage and stuff, and also figure out what your next move is for when we play again. And we're gonna call it for this evening of Atarik's crew, the Dicening, or rather, the Dicening Atarik's crew. And as always, we love that you guys rolled out, showed up, Autobots, homies, love it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for all the support.
And of course, go check it out again on YouTube when it gets posted live. Engage us on the socials. We love to communicate and make jokes, and I'll reply with memes and GIFs because it's delightful. What's up? Did you have...
Yeah, I was going to let you finish and then go ahead.
Okay. I believe Friday afternoon on the Twitch, right here, up in your Twitch, is going to be the Witchlight Twixt a Witch and a Light Place is what we're calling the campaign for right now.
Wow.
Witchlight campaign. In-person people. We got this person. We got that person. We got that person. And a new person. There was a teaser up already. It's on here. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. And just imagine this Calliope music the whole time. So check that out. It's going to be great. And...
When is that?
Friday around 3.
This Friday?
Yeah,
That's when
sorry.
we're streaming it.
We're streaming what
Nate.
we...
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm streaming the recording. You're good.
I was like,
Don't worry. You're not missing
I
it.
got excited because I was like, I didn't know we were playing this week.
It's okay, Nate.
But no, I'm not excited.
I'm also excited for... No, absolutely. Don't worry. We got to get a couple more games in. We're good. And yes, absolutely. We also thank Yev, Nomad, Doomsayer, and BACKBLAZE who let us do this ad nauseum in the office with these cool things. It's great. So, was there something else you had?
Yeah, was that it? Were you done with what you had?
Yeah, go ahead. What do you got?
Don't forget to tune in next week, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Right now, I think we have on schedule Silicon Valley by Night.
We're going back to the vampires. We're going to talk to Trip some more, bro. Bro.
Oh gosh, bro.
Oh gosh, bro. You want
Just drink some water. You'll be great.
Yeah, he'll be fine. So don't forget to tune in next Wednesday.
See you at the only Sizzler left in the Bay Area. All right.
There's one by my house.
Say good night, bro.
Good night.
Good night, bro.
Good night, dog.
Good night, dog.
Good night, dog.